live. We're here.
Episode 15.
Episode 15. No, all the haters said we wouldn't make it this far, and we've proved them all wrong.
Who?
Yeah, we're
George's
Name
dog.
a hater.
my wife.
George's dog
Name someone
hates
who's
this
aware of
podcast.
us enough to hate us.
My wife. So
My wife.
take that, April. It's yeah, our wives. So take that, our
They hate
wives. We made it
This is
to
great. This is a great start. Do you want to start over the episode?
next episode. We have an update. We're both divorced now. I mean,
That means more time for the podcast.
Oh yeah, baby.
Twice a week, baby.
Daily podcast.
No, I don't like this that much.
Yeah, it would lose its luster for sure. God,
We
imagine
wouldn't have
trying to
any
make
time
shirts.
to like
We
prep.
wouldn't have anything to talk. We wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
It would
How
actually
does
just turn into like a
everyone
world
sit-
news.
So what
thing.
did you do yesterday? Well, mostly I did the podcast.
And it was fucking awesome. Every
Not
episode
going up
is
for me right now.
It's not? Am I,
No,
Did I turn it into the wrong channel somehow?
Oh
there
wait,
it
I
is.
didn't. I didn't
no,
refresh.
I had to like. I had to
Oh my
refresh.
god, you guys scared me, you little clowns. We had such a
No,
good start.
this is honestly not. There's no problem if we lost that.
We had a
that whole
perfect
thing,
start. I
that's-
don't know what you're talking about.
Are you gonna like go golfing or something?
Am I gonna go golfing?
Yeah. What's with the like white baseball cap?
Oh, I didn't have a chance to shave.
I always associate white baseball caps with golfing.
Well,
No, you gotta call
here's
him
the
out like
thing.
that. God damn it, RJ.
Here's the thing. I didn't have time to shave my head today, and I had a little bit of a bad hair day coming into this. Believe it or not.
But
Um,
fucking show me. I'm show me right now. I do not believe you.
No, I mean that's the whole point of the hat. That's the hat's purpose. The
Yeah,
hat's
you can't
purpose
just-
is concealment. And now you want me to expose
That's why I'm
the
trying to
hair?
defeat its purpose.
No,
Yeah, it's like,
you
oh,
can't
I'm wearing
defeat
this.
my hat. But
I absolutely can. I challenge your hat, not you, but your hat, to 1v1 me in Rocket League.
you lose.
What the fuck?
I mean, I would probably lose.
It's so good.
His hat keeps doing hair trims.
It's imbued with some latent amount of skill by absorbing George's sweat,
Yeah.
and that's
okay.
already more Rocket League skill than I ever had.
So I had a conundrum. I needed to pick a hat. And I wanted to go with a baseball hat. Because even despite it's getting colder, my
Because
office
it's normal.
still gets warm. And so I'd sweat like a pig if I wore a beanie, even with like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'd still be sweating. So I wanted to go with a baseball cap, and the other two I had were like a Michigan cap. So it's like blue and yellow, which doesn't really go
Yeah.
with mint and maroon or whatever this is. And then the other one was like a sky blue with a bird on it. And I felt like it was too close to this mint that it would clash. So I went with the white hat. And that's and that's how we ended up where we are.
Do you know how many hats I own?
No.
2.
No.
Damn, I own like
One for exercise and one for literally every other occasion.
damn.
I own. Let's see. I own 4.
Including winter
5.
hats? Are we including
I own
beanies?
5.
No,
I'm,
just
I'm
baseball
including
cap.
winter hats.
Oh, you're
I'm saying
including
like the
baseball
amount of
hats.
thought you had to put into like your hat selection is more thought than I have ever.
Well, I have less hats than I used to. When I was like in the process of going bald, I had like 24 hats probably.
Yeah.
Like baseball caps, flat caps
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah.
They're pretty. It's a pretty easy, whatchamacallit, collectible
like-
of
I don't like
apparel
I don't like the flat brim.
hats.
Yeah, I prefer like a slight curve now. Like I
Yeah,
prefer like halfway in between where it's like
Like
a
the
flatter
one you've got
curve.
right now is perfect.
yeah, I agree.
I feel like flat brims aren't as in style as they used to be.
Yeah. They sort of fell out of style.
They're not out of style, but I don't see them a lot.
Yeah, they definitely fell
They
from their peak.
Yeah, they never looked good to me.
Mm.
And I'm glad they're going out of style.
They looked good to me as a youth.
One of my hats is like an anime flat brim that I never wear.
Yeah.
Wait, what anime?
A Cowboy Bebop.
Why not? That's dope as hell.
Yeah, but it's flat bottom.
For one, it has a really big image of Faye on it, and I can't wear that in public.
Why not?
Have you seen like the memes of like the what are they called? Weebs? The weeb cars with all like the
cars, with the like
anime titties on the back. Yeah.
Titties, and everything on them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, teach their own. I don't.
You know what?
We turn like Ryobi turns on like his actual camera, so we see him, and he's wearing a fucking Ahago hoodie.
Yeah, I got the hoodie. I got the bed sheets.
Oh god, please, that'd be so. Even as just a meme, well, you do it for one episode, and then you just go back to your normal room
and then throw the hoodie out.
Yeah.
There is no normal room.
Yeah. That is the normal room.
This is how I live.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't. Honestly, I'm not a big merch person. I don't really have a lot.
Yeah.
I was actually just decorating my desk again because I did move.
I got turtles.
Oh yeah, you got a little turtle there.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your skeleton dog grew flesh and
he
shell.
ran away. Now he's been replaced by a turtle. I actually have 3 turtles on my desk.
Oh,
show them all.
Show off. I got 1 turtle, and it's a Squirtle toy.
This one's a candle holder as well.
Why isn't it holding that big candle? Doesn't seem like it's very useful to me.
It holds like the stick candle thing or whatever.
A likely story.
Do you have any candlesticks?
No. But I don't think it's a candlestick. I don't know what it's supposed to hold, honestly. I just bought it because it's a cool turtle. I got it in Canada, actually. I'm turning into an old man, just describing where I bought turtles.
Nah, go off. It's okay.
These 2 I got in TJ Maxx, so.
Hey, TJ's is good.
We also have this dope, I'm gonna get arrested for this, but I'll tell the story anyway.
Did you steal it?
By accident. So it was really
I looted it off a corpse of a person I killed.
No, it was also in TJ Maxx.
Is this worth getting arrested over? Think about it.
I really don't think I'm gonna get arrested. If I get arrested for it, it's worth it for the memes.
Okay. Just when the police kick you down your door, just leave your camera rolling. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. But the TJ Maxx, like, it was in like the bottom of the cart, and we told her about it, and we like had like the tag thing. We had like handed it to her, so we thought she had scanned it, but we checked the receipt after, and she hadn't. And it was like this big like solar powered light turtle. So like it's like a big like stone turtle, but it's got like
a big turtle.
Yeah, big turtle.
A big stone turtle that's outside, and it has a solar powered lamps coming out of its eyes. It's really dope.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like $30 or something, but they just didn't charge us for
$30?
it. Yeah, or like $25 or something.
That's less than I was. That's definitely less than I was expecting. When you said like a big turtle, I was like,
well, it's TJ Maxx, so like retail it was like $60.
Yeah, TJ's is pretty
and then
cheap.
It was like 30 there. It was like half retail or something.
That's weird. TJ Maxx, at least the one near where I am, has these really nice like chocolate covered coffee beans. And I fucking love them. It's the only place you can get them is TJ Maxx.
You can't find them anywhere else.
Well, how does TJ Maxx have exclusive food? I don't understand.
Yeah.
It seems
paying
wrong.
off the suppliers.
It was like
I want to go to TJ Maxx so I can pick up a snack.
Yeah.
You should probably check the expiration dates on those. Maybe they're all just like one crate full, and they're just slowly emptying it, and you can't buy them anywhere else because they're not in business anymore.
Yeah.
Also, when George described that turtle, do you guys know the meme of like that snow crab that has like laser beams shooting out of its eyes?
Yes.
That's what I imagine that turtle to be. And I know it's not as cool as that. It's probably not like
way cooler. Like
red beams.
Silence brand.
I'll have like a picture of it for the next episode of the pod, but it's like it's so cool. It's almost indescribable how cool this turtle outside lamp is.
So disappointing.
Because I'm just picturing that crab, and it's like, oh, how strong's the light? And it's just like
it lights up the tree in front of it. There's a tree like a few feet away, and it lights it up.
If it's not
nice
like a
and good.
spot lamp where you can like see the entire like length of the beam as it goes out, and it's not like
Yeah, I don't think it's that
blood red,
intense.
it's not as cool as what I'm
Yeah.
picturing.
Well, we'll have to see next episode. Good,
Alright,
good
should
reason to
we
time
do,
in or tune in, not time in.
Should we do
Corrections,
corrections or that other thing we do?
Rex.
Yeah.
I guess corrections first because that's how we did it last week.
Okay.
Just to stay consistent, I suppose.
So, do you guys have any? Because I have a list.
I have 3.
You have a list?
I also
you
have,
correct?
Remember
I have
last
a little
episode?
list. I have a little list.
I mean, I remember last episode.
There's a lot that needs correct.
We might have some of the same
Oh.
corrections.
all of your fucking
Since
Jeopardy questions
Ryobi
were
has a whole
wrong.
list, I kind of want to come out with mine against Ryobi first.
Yeah, no, why don't you do yours first? Because I'll maybe some of them overlap, and if you have less, you should go.
Yeah, I have 3. So the first one is against Ryobi. I'm playing my correction card. You said the brain is an organ, not a muscle, and muscles are in fact an organ, which is just a group of tissues that performs a bodily function. So the largest organ by size is the skin, for example.
Yeah,
Mm.
but that doesn't mean skin is a muscle, and the brain is also.
I didn't
not a
say
muscle.
skin was a. I didn't. Yeah.
So
I
Ryobi
definitely
is
said
that
the- I
brain
definitely said
isn't
the-
a muscle, but
Yeah,
it is an organ.
Yeah.
I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
But
that
he said
statement
things that aren't mutually exclusive was my point. That's my correction.
Yeah, I know organ is very broad, but I definitely didn't answer whatever was being asked of me in the correct manner, and I'm pretty sure I knew it at the time. I'm like, yeah, I don't really know that. I know
Yeah, that was like a pretty.
that sounds right.
It was a pretty
that sounds familiar. Is what I'm getting at.
It was a pretty minor correction, all things
Yeah.
considered. But,
Yeah, it really was.
but I mean, yeah, but I mean, the reason that I looked it up is because I sort of hinted at that on the podcast at the time. I was like, I'm pretty sure muscle is an organ.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up to confirm, and yeah, muscle is an organ. So I just wanted to confirm that basically. Second correction is against me. And I said at the time, again, this was one that I said at the time, so I looked up after. The otter tool one, I assume probably wasn't the only non-primate mammal that used tools, and it wasn't. These were just some of the ones I found. Elephants use sticks to swat and attack like insects.
See, I would have been right with elephants too.
Yeah. Dolphins use sponges to stir sand and like get
I
at
vaguely remember that.
small like animals
Dolphins.
or small organisms to eat. And rodents, this is an asterisk one, they can be taught to use rakes to get food. So there are some other non-primate mammals, for sure.
They can be taught.
Finally, me and
Use
RJ
rakes to get food. How does what do you mean by that?
I think what they do is they put like it's in like a little chamber where they can't get underneath, but they have a little rake that can, and they like pull the food towards them. I think I didn't look too much into it.
I really prefer to imagine that you can teach a rodent to do lawn work for you.
Yeah, like rake these leaves and I'll feed you.
Yeah. And then the last one is against
Rake the leaves. Rake them.
bitch.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Rake leaves.
The last correction is against me and RJ. We were saying that I should get a point for hair because it probably also doesn't get oxygen from blood, but blood does provide oxygen to the hair via the hair follicles. So
Yeah.
me and RJ were wrong about that.
Why does hair need oxygen?
I don't know.
It's
to breathe.
It grows at the base, RJ. So
okay.
blood is getting to
I
the
don't
thing
know.
that
I
is
really
making
don't
the
know.
hair grow in
If
your
you,
skin.
this is the problem with anatomy. You answer one question, there's 10 other questions. What a bunch of nonsense. I'd rather just not know. Oh. But
This
yeah.
anatomy stuff is too complicated. I think we should stop looking into it.
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
cancel all science just in general.
what do fucking anatomists think
Yep,
they're
that's the
doing,
word.
huh?
Yeah, the anatomologists.
They think they're naming things and trying to trick George specifically.
Yeah,
I
cowards.
think they're doing playing God, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right, Ryobi, what are yours?
So God only just named shit.
Was
Is that
there
all we
any,
did?
out of curiosity, was there any overlap?
I definitely would have brought those up had I remembered them, but
But no actual overlap.
So there's no
yeah,
overlap. So actually, you have a lot more things to correct.
I guess
Yeah.
so. So a
Way
lot of
more.
the
We were
things
horrible
were
last
a lot of
episode.
because I had a lot of science questions. A lot of them were like, yeah,
Oh, a
that's
lot of them for
not
yourself?
quite. A lot of them are for me.
Okay, good.
I'll
That makes
do
me
one
feel
for you.
better at
I'll do the
least.
one for you.
No!
I mean,
And then,
because
I'll
you
skip
guys
all the
also
ones
asked.
for, and then skip all the ones for yourself.
No, I mean,
Oh,
This time, I'd like to correct George.
no!
no, I mean, in fairness, a lot
I
of
have
mine were like,
I have created a lot of enemies on this podcast as of late.
no, nonsense. If you were you'd have to be a threat to be an enemy.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's ridiculous. There aren't a lot of people on this podcast.
Yeah, well, I've created 2 enemies. Well, I don't know. The turtle's been looking at me a little weird too. So
Well, the other two can beat it up. You
yeah,
got 2 on your side.
yeah, that's
Majority. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
corrections.
the gnome is gonna kill you though, for sure.
true. Yeah, the gnome's an evil little bastard.
You got to pay him off. Okay.
Whoa, that's a
Gnome's
little
pretty
racist
cool.
against gnomes, right? That's a little gnomist of you.
All right.
They're all
We're gonna
greeting
do like a
you.
30-second meditation session. Okay. All right.
And-
I'm gonna need
and
you to
Ryan's
inhale for
defense-
10 seconds and then exhale for 10 seconds.
Gnomes are genuinely awful.
All right. That wasn't 10.
Yeah,
Try
close
again.
enough. No one can breathe for 10 seconds. They die.
I'm not checking that fact. Okay, I'm gonna check these facts though. All right, so George,
I have
his
a
one
little
thing.
correction for George from this episode. He said that nobody can breathe for 10 seconds or they die. That's just not true.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Sorry, Ryan. Wait, what were you saying? Something about corrections?
I have a long list, guys.
You gotta
Come
speed
on.
run it. You gotta speed run it.
All right.
Read it like it's a rap.
Okay, I'm going to read this verbatim because we're not going to address it.
All right.
Because otherwise we'll be here for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna address any of them.
All right, quote, I'm not going to argue with George about the accuracy of his question about flamingos because we'll be here all day. But I wanted to set the record straight that flamingos turn pink as they mature as part of their natural diet. It is not an artificial process or only limited to flamingos in captivity.
No, I never said that.
End quote.
I never said
Yeah,
that.
it's from their diet.
I said it's from their natural diet. I said zoos had a problem with gray flamingos because they weren't feeding them their natural diet, and they were just staying gray.
The issue I'm not arguing with them about is that it is accurate to say flamingos are gray. Full stop. And we're not going to talk about it beyond that. I have a lot more things. Potassium chloride is a salt used as medication.
Well, you can not discuss it beyond that, but I'm just going to say
excessive urination.
I am just going to say
medication.
that they are naturally gray when they are born, and they can go through their entire life never being dyed pink. And so they are just naturally a gray bird, and they are dyed pink. It was specifically designed. Yeah, they do dye themselves pink naturally, but that was the whole point. It was designed as a trick question. I will acknowledge that. But yeah,
it is not wholly inaccurate to say that. It is misleading.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's the whole point of
potassium
trick
chloride
questions.
Is a salt used as a medication to treat low blood.
You could say that about all trick questions. Let's just be
excessive urination due to other medications.
How funny would it be if they saw flamingos like busting into stores and like taking like pink hair dye?
They have feathers, RJ. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay. But they have feathers, idiot.
You said hair dye. That's just
I
nonsense.
guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and correct RJ from this.
I don't know. I feel like
He said
feathers
flamingos
are
use
the
hair
hair
dye.
of birds.
This is a bunch of nonsense, RJ. Are you an idiot?
Okay. All right.
What are you,
Very
stupid?
lightning round. Lightning round. Okay. For one of George's questions about his
Thunder round.
the fake company that the people in Parks and Rec made, it was like Entertainment 720 or whatever. I said
Yeah.
Prestige Worldwide, and it was in fact from the movie Step Brothers, which I did say but was not sure about.
Interesting.
In George's quiz, not including the Harry Potter category, RJ beat me by 100 points.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is what I said. Yeah.
Model face change. Oh yeah. So when I had my angry face set for an unknown amount of time, it was only a few minutes. It was only when I changed
saw that too.
George's skull.
Yeah.
Okay. That sleep study was in 1963, and then one of the main reasons. So that was the 11 days / 264 hours, and one of the main reasons it hasn't been broken since.
It's because
it's a long time ago. Monitoring bodies like Guinness World Records stopped recording attempts to break it because they didn't want to encourage people to do something so unhealthy for you.
Yeah.
So unsafe. So that's why it hasn't been touched in a long time.
Yeah.
The George guessing the prefrontal cortex a lot, so I'm like, okay, what is the prefrontal cortex? It is a section of the cerebral cortex covering like the front portion of the frontal lobe. So it is part of the frontal lobe, but it is not a lobe on its own.
So I think I did guess that, didn't I?
You guessed it for literally every brain.
No. I'm saying I guessed that the prefrontal cortex was part of the frontal lobe because it has frontal in it. Yeah.
Yes, you were correct in that regard. Yeah. And so I'll tell you what it does do though. So it covers a range of functions listed under the umbrella of executive function, such as differentiating conflicting thoughts, determining good and bad, better and best, same and different, future consequences of current actions.
So it's kind of like critical thinking almost, or am I misinterpreting that?
I think critical thinking might be if we're talking strictly like brain science definitions. I don't know if critical thinking is an even broader umbrella.
I see.
Yeah, it is quote executive functions.
Okay.
End quote.
Interesting. All right.
So on this same wavelength, I looked up the hypothalamus because RJ kept guessing that. So the hypothalamus is a structure deep in your brain that links the endocrine system to your nervous system. Its job is to alter the autonomic nervous system of balance. Oh, wait, hold on. I messed up a word here. So it balances hormones to maintain homeostasis and includes. So it's not releasing hormones specifically. It's telling like your other glands that make the hormones to release them. And so it helps regulate body temperature, blood pressure, hunger and thirst, mood, sex drive, and sleep.
Interesting. So mine's got to be jacked up.
Yeah.
Sex drive and sleep? Are you kidding me? Mine's fucked.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like,
the hypothalamus does release
more sleep. Then sex drive hormones.
Yeah.
Okay. The hypothalamus does release some hormones, and notably, it's the one that really releases dopamine. Two other quick ones. So when we were talking about types of muscle, so there's skeletal muscle, which is the one I had my question on like body weight about, and then smooth muscle is inside hollow organs like the stomach. And just like you don't typically have control. You don't have control over those.
Okay.
And then the last one, which I did mention, is cardiac muscle, which is unique because it has the whole like beating aspect.
Yeah.
Which syncs up with like the muscle tissue around it. All right. And then quadriceps is the biggest muscle if you consider all four muscles that make it up to be one thing. So in my question, I had gluteus maximus as the biggest muscle, but
is that, so like the bicep, tricep,
quadricep is in your leg.
I see.
The front of your thigh. So it's like
I know nothing about muscles.
I mean quads. Think quads.
Oh yeah, of course, quads. Yeah.
But it's quads plural. Like there's four that make it up. But if you count them all as one, then it's bigger than your gluteus maximus. But
that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
All right, I probably had said more wrong things, but that's all I wrote down.
Yeah, I definitely said more wrong things, but those are the things I noticed to be wrong that I said.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things. Do we want to move on to Rex?
Yeah.
Who would like to go first?
I'm tired of talking, so somebody else go.
I mean, I don't have much to say about mine. Oh, yeah, you go.
I totally like. I definitely had better ones, and I keep forgetting them, and I need to write them down. But here's the thing: there is a wood pulp and ice composite called Pycrete that
Hmm.
is bulletproof
Wow.
or practically bulletproof, and there was, I believe, an English plan during the Second World War to make an aircraft carrier out of this material.
Wait, what? Sorry, what are the two submaterials?
Wood pulp and ice.
Interesting. So the ice
How does it
doesn't
not
like melt?
breathe? How does it not melt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep it all in the Arctic. I think that's
Oh, it
the
has
idea.
to stay cold. Oh, I see.
Interesting. Okay. Hmm.
And also one of the reasons that the project never got off the ground, other than it being absolutely ridiculous,
Yeah.
is basically ice melt.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Why? What properties make it bulletproof?
I don't it's something about the way the like wood pulp and the ice it creates flexibility or something like that. But
Hmm.
like there's a story about demonstrating its bulletproofness where the demonstrator shot like a block of ice and the block of ice fucking exploded, and then he shot the Pycrete and the bullet careened off and like hit one of the people he was presenting to in the leg.
Damn.
That's not very responsible firearm
No.
safety protocol.
Yeah.
But point made.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Damn.
if you wanna know more at all, looked up
Wait, how do you
Project
spell it?
Habakkuk. I do not know how to spell. I'm gonna have to look
You know how to
it
spell
up.
Pycrete?
Pycrete, Pykykrete, I believe.
Interesting. Okay.
But
Interesting.
I learned about this from the side of a U-Haul van.
Interesting.
And then Googled it afterward.
Yeah, it was like the UK once had a plan to make a floating aircraft carrier out of ice. I'm like, the fuck? And it's like, looked up Project Habakkuk, and I did, and it's real, and that's the details.
Wow. Interesting.
That's a pretty good fact, dude.
Yeah, that's a good
Never
fact.
heard of that.
Yeah, neither did I. Awesome fact. I put much less effort into my thing. But
I looked at the side of a U-Haul.
yeah, I put less effort into this than that. But I picked Willie Nelson Red-Headed Stranger as my pick this week. So I went with a little country vibe, a little old country from the 70s. It's just a good song, narrative country song about this badass that rolls through town. But yeah, good
Those
country
are usually
vibes. Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say, little bitch?
Those can be pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Willie Nelson is that he smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah, so that's why I like his music, because, you know...
Yeah.
Kindred spirit.
Yeah, kindred spirit. But yeah, so I didn't put too much thought into this recommendation, so I didn't have, like, a paragraph to read or anything, but yeah, just check out the song. It's a good song.
Nice.
Shout out to Willie Nelson.
I feel
Shout out to Willie Nelson. I'm pretty sure he's been dead for a long time, but...
Has he? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Are you sure?
Last time I checked, he was still
He
alive.
hasn't been dead for a long time.
He was
Well, I
alive
don't know.
semi
How long
He's
is
either alive or
Yeah, he's alive. He's 89 years old.
Yeah.
He's alive.
Damn, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Who am I thinking of?
Some guy who died. George
I don't
Carl.
know. Maybe
George
I
Carlin.
conflated something I read.
Carlin.
I used to think all the Beatles were dead.
You did?
Yeah.
What? Ringo was on the Colbert Show like a couple of years ago. Come
Well,
on,
that was
RJ.
more than
That was a couple years ago, George. Anything can happen.
Come on, it's like get a time machine, young RJ. You a moron. Yeah. So Ryobi, vocab.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna throw this in the chat.
Teach us, sensei.
All right. I don't qualify for that title.
Ah.
Okay. So this word is made up of 2 kanji, and one of them should look familiar because
It's
we went
mountain.
over it last time.
Mountain.
Okay, so this is mountain, and
Oh, did I ever correct
The-
myself on that? I have another correction for myself. That's related
I
to
thought you,
this.
I thought you looked it up
Top
on the
of-
show.
And I must. Yeah. Okay. So it's Shan, not Shu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
You,
yeah,
you
okay.
definitely you mentioned that in the episode.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
Got my
My bad.
fucking drink out and forgot to bring it downstairs with me.
Okay, so do you want to go get it?
Yes, I do. I'm thirsty.
Okay. How about I'll get through. I'll just cover this real quick, and then I'll be quick. Okay. And then we can, when George sets up the scene for the next thing, we can go get your water. All right. So
Oh, he already went to get
first-
his water. But
okay.
Just.
oh, I forgot the delay. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so the first kanji, so the second kanji, is mountain. So the first one is fire, and on its own, it would be heat, or
Heat mountain.
sometimes
Volcano.
sometimes be. Yeah,
Hey.
well done. If you put fire and mountain together, it's the word for volcano. So it's he on its own, and as I think I explained, there's different readings for different situations. Typically, when 2 kanji are put next to each other, and there's nothing else. You use the Chinese readings. So this is instead of he, it's going to be ka for the first one, and then if you remember for the second one, it was san. But oftentimes the second kanji in these compound words gets altered slightly, so it's kazan is volcano.
Well, I get to watch my own approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you look, dude.
I
What a baller.
Wow.
You know what's been annoying me about Spanish recently
What?
is like like
The people who speak it.
no. If you say you are something, then like in English, it's like for example, I am tired. I am 20. I am a doctor,
Spanish.
for example. But in Spanish, it's like, yo soy médico and yo estoy cansada for I am tired and yo tengo. I forgot 20
So it is
20
bad
años.
for some of them.
Yeah, it's not just years too. It's stuff like hunger or like cold or hot. You
saying
have
it's different. You can't just say
Yeah.
am.
No. You aren't hungry. You have hunger, or you have thirst, or you have heat.
French is like that for some words.
Yeah. And then there's 2 different words for R. So R can be like temporary, like estás is usually for more temporary things like the bank is closed, or I am busy, or I am tired. Things that aren't like facts that are always true. And then soy is used for more stuff that's like permanent. Like
I am always tired. The bank is
like-
always closed.
No. Like I am tall, or I am short, or I am a doctor, or I am male. Things that are facts about yourself.
You can not always be a doctor.
Yeah, but it's stuff that's more permanent is soy,
Okay.
and stuff that's more temporary is estoy. Like yo estoy ocupado. I am busy.
It's not like you turn off being a doctor.
Yeah,
You can when you clock out.
Yeah, I'm only a doctor
Yeah,
when I'm clocked in. When I'm clocked out, I'm Carl.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's 100% not how actual doctors operate. They fucking work
Well,
for
they're
that.
on call all the time, I'm pretty sure. So like
Oh yeah,
they're pretty much
forgot.
doctors
They're
all
always,
the time.
you don't clock out. You're always working.
Also, the amount of bullshit they had to go through to be a doctor. Yeah.
you 100%. They will let you know that they're a
the
doctor.
average
Between-
the average
between
debt
the fucking-
after
between the
medical school is
average
ridiculous.
ages- between the absolute like I forget how long medical school is, probably like 10 years or something.
I think it's 8 years,
Like
including undergrad.
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
8
And
years
then,
of college
and then you
total.
have to go through and then you
Residency
have
for
to
like
go
6 years or
through-
some shit?
What's the fucking
Residency.
nightmarish bullshit that they have to go through where they work basically
Residency.
24/7? Residency, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So like not only is there 8 years of med school, but there's
And
also
they don't even get
fucking
paid that well when they're doing residency. They don't get paid that well. So most of them
Yeah.
don't really
You can,
start
yeah, you
chipping
can
away.
kinda, you can like
Well,
there's
well
kind of
is
like a
relative.
draft. There's kind of like a draft for getting assignments
Yeah, yeah,
residency. So you kind of choose where you want to go, but you also kind of have to get picked.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
It's a whole thing. My actually, I have a couple doctors in my family, so
Mhm.
one of them.
But it is true that they don't like on average they don't get paid that well during residency, right?
No, well, not nearly as well as they do.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
they're doctors.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't really, a lot of them don't really get, especially if they're in like expensive cities, a lot of them don't really get to start chipping away at their debt until they're, like 6 years past, 8 years past high school.
Yeah.
So like, mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Those idiots. I'm way better off.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
not everybody's cut out to be a doctor.
I'm thinking about the amount of time it should take to get an MD to just get a bachelor's. So definitely not better off than a doctor.
I could never. I could fucking never.
Yeah, I hate
could
school.
be a nurse. I like.
Yeah, I'm too squeamish about blood and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, it's the weirdest thing.
I don't want to deal with other people's bodies.
Yeah, no, thank you at all.
You know what is the weirdest thing? So I don't think I'm bad with blood.
Mm-hmm.
I like whatever. I'll like watch like gory stuff or whatever. I don't know. That doesn't bother me. Specifically, needles going into people, that gets me for some reason.
Can you do needles yourself? My wife can't.
I can't look at it.
My wife has to be like last time I remember her getting a shot. Well, actually, her COVID vaccine wasn't too bad. Like I did have to like hold her down basically, but it was only one doctor, so it wasn't too bad. But like before she got a shot for something, I don't even remember, and like multiple doctors and nurses had to like hold her down while she was like screaming to get the shot basically.
Yeah,
she's real bad.
Shots are not bad. It's specifically like
watching other people.
It's more specifically
the slow
IVs.
motion of
Specifically IVs. Shots don't bother me. That's temporary. I don't really care about that. Or getting blood drawn, or when the needle is staying in you for a prolonged period of time.
I hate that.
That bothers me.
That. And whenever I get my first time I got my blood drawn, I was fine. The second time I fainted during it, and ever since then I hate getting my fucking blood drawn.
Yeah.
I get so lightheaded and I hate it.
Yeah, so my thing is
the same thing with my vasectomy. I get like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but they like they go inside you and stuff, and like it's I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
I don't like thinking about it.
Yeah, no.
I do.
Oh god,
we want to move on.
Yeah,
I think I have a fun segment this week, so I guess since we didn't formally decide who's going first, I guess I'll just volunteer myself.
I have a fun segment. It's about my vasectomy.
We're gonna watch a video.
We're gonna play
shot by shot.
We're gonna play Operation, but the only piece is George's false.
It's like a shot by shot recording of my vasectomy, but we like draw like the red circles and lines and shit that they do on like Madden play-by-plays.
Do you think Surgeon Simulator has a vasectomy operation?
Oh, I hope not. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So I'm doing this week. You
see them fuck up in the replay.
Ooh, that's gonna cost them. That's a bad blunder. Oh, anyway.
I can't even like think of football commentary that's even remotely relevant to that situation. Yeah, move on.
Interception. Someone comes in, just grabs the scalpel. Okay.
Flag on the play. False start. You cut somebody else's balls open.
That's the wrong dude. Oh. Okay, so I'm going back to
Personal
the
foul.
I'm going back to the Reddit content well, the
That's basketball. I know
never-ending,
that's basketball. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
the never-ending.
Back to how many times have we visited it?
Well, for Would You Rather's, and for
Yeah, that was my thing.
and for my
George is
scary
joining-
stories, we
Yeah.
go to Reddit
Yeah.
occasionally. Yeah,
Yeah,
This is the first time on the show for this particular.
yeah. For this
niche.
subreddit, this is new. We're gonna do Am I the Asshole? So we're gonna all play Judge, Jury, and Executioner.
Did you choose ones that are
He's-
debatable, or did you choose ones
I
that
I
are
did not screen them.
hilarious in how undebatable they are?
I
think
did
it-
not screen them.
I think it's
I have not
funnier
read
that
any
we
of them.
don't know.
I read the titles, and what I did is
Did you
I sorted by controversial this
Ah,
month.
that's what I thought. Okay.
or this year, and then I went for ones that didn't have a lot of upvotes or awards, so like obscure but controversial ones.
Okay. And don't be afraid to read it before reading. Don't be afraid to skim it before reading it out loud. Just to make sure it's not like a dead end or
TOS or something. Okay.
no, just like not
Oh,
worth our time.
I see.
Yeah.
Because like if it didn't get a lot of attention, it might not be that.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't be afraid to be picky. Is what I'm saying.
Well, we'll
this
see
is
how it
funny.
goes. We'll see how it goes.
I've seen so many ones that it's like, I shot my dad. Am I the asshole?
No, I mean some of them are just straight up uninteresting.
Some of
And
them
then
are
there's,
lies too. They're just trying to.
There's other ones that are like,
Yeah,
my
blatantly
dad
fake.
shot me.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
I told my dad he needs to kill it. He needs to cool it on the drinking. And so he fucking shot me. Am I the asshole? Okay, I'm gonna go into the first one. Am I the asshole for calling my mother-in-law a petty child when she... Damn it, it's already... The curse! The curse! Okay. Am I the asshole for calling my mother-in-law a petty child when she charged us rent after telling us she was free to charge us rent?
What?
Wait, what?
I don't think there's enough information here.
It's not done. Okay. Am I the asshole for calling my mother-in-law a petty child when she charged us rent after telling her that she was allowed to charge us rent?
Yes.
Okay, well let's don't jump to conclusions. Let's read. We had to move in with my mother-in-law recently, and we fully expected her to charge us rent. After all, we are both working adults, and mother-in-law didn't want us there to begin with.
Okay.
Why is it controversial?
George, you this is not even.
Get mad at him. Okay. She said charging us rent would be counterproductive and we should focus on saving. And that while she isn't happy with her son for marrying me, she didn't say it, but I know that's what she meant, that she would never make any of her kids pay rent. We thanked her and went on with our lives. We've been here for 2 months and she knows we are saving every penny. Recently, mother-in-law came to my room and said she was going to wear my sweatshirt. I wasn't happy, but honestly, I'm kind of afraid of her. I used to stand up for myself, but that is hard in her house, so I didn't say anything. She took it and went out. She came home and had a stain on the sleeve and glitter all on the inside. She admitted she took it to go to an art class because some of the materials would not come out and she claimed she didn't have anything to wear. Then her friend dumped glitter down her top. I was pretty pissed and lost it. I did yell at her and tell her how much I hate her and that her son doesn't even love her anymore, but I felt so disrespected. Mother-in-law didn't say anything, but this morning provided us with a bill and said if we want to keep living here, we need to pay rent as we clearly hate her. So why should she do us any favors? I took the paper, ripped it in half, and called her a petty child. I said it wasn't about the money, but the fact she is asking now makes her a child. I walked away and am getting messages from her parents about how I am a freeloader. From her parents? Damn, the grandma's getting involved. Grandpa. This one's gonna be a tough one to break down.
My side, yeah. Mother-in-law's being really fucking. What the? Just fucking like taking someone else's clothes to go to an art class. You're a piece of shit.
No, this is
This might
honestly.
be everyone's the asshole. I think this might be everyone's the
everyone's
asshole.
Well, hold on. Yeah, yes, but like,
I think this person painted themselves poorly in the very
RJ's sounding weird.
RJ, did you disconnect your mic?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Oh no, you sound better now.
yeah, you sound a lot
I
better.
just I moved it a little bit away from my mouth so I could take a drink.
Yeah, don't do
Ah,
that.
I see. Okay.
No more drinks. You're cut off.
Tea is not allowed.
Like they, in a way, they didn't call their mother-in-law a petty asshole for charging rent, but for like getting back at them because
Yeah, it's like she lost it, and she had a right to be mad.
Yeah.
To begin with, and then she well overreacted, and then the mom was petty in she was inconsiderate at first, and then petty in her response to the OP's overreaction.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say everyone's the asshole. But what would you argue for?
I think it's everyone sucks here. The whole
everyone sucks
situation.
here. That's it.
Yeah, everyone sucks here. This whole thing is they didn't like each other to start, and then they were forced into multiple interactions by nature of their financial situation and having to live together.
Mm-hmm.
And so really this was a powder keg waiting to explode. It's not they're kind of victims of circumstance, because like they're not assholes in that if they had the choice, they know they don't like each other and they would choose to live apart from each other.
Yeah.
Really, like, this was bound to happen. Based on how their interactions go, this was bound to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that a jerk thing to? It's like she doesn't really want you there. Okay, that's fine. You don't really like her. That's understandable. You don't want to have that dynamic in your living space.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like, I'm going to borrow your sweatshirt to go do something messy with it. It's like, yeah, whatever. That's that's a jerk move. Absolutely losing your shit over it. It clearly wasn't about the sweatshirt. It was about all your bottled up feelings about each other just coming to the surface. And then the whole, okay, well, now I'm going to charge you rent. That's just like, play stupid games with stupid prizes. Yeah, it's unlucky all around. I don't think anyone's inherently an asshole, but the whole situation sucks for everyone involved.
Yeah.
They're trying to be civil, but they clearly hate each other.
I think everyone's the asshole. Like, you could be in this strenuous situation and not overreact like both parties did, I feel like.
Yeah, you can definitely if you have more control over your emotions, you can. Mm-hmm. Or but like I said, especially living together in the same space for months at a time, when you clearly have history, not everybody's the same.
It does snowball, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
if
that's
I have
true.
to take your side, though, it was the mother-in-law who started the beef.
It was her that started the beef, but I feel like the daughter was way more disrespectful than the mom.
Yeah, definitely.
It all depends on what happened before.
Also, this is from the perspective of the OP, so if anything, we're seeing it through like a rose-colored glasses from her perspective. So like,
and it's like the whole like, okay, they charge you rent, and then you rip it up in front of their face. I'm like,
yeah, that's you're calling her a petty child, but you're doing something way more petty, or at least equally petty.
It's equal.
Yeah. So yeah. So do we want to move on to the next one? I think we all agree everyone kind of sucks here.
Yeah, unlucky all around.
If it was an advice podcast, move like as fast as you can. I know stuff is hard.
That's already their plan. Is to move. Like,
but move.
They know how much of a powder cake they're moving.
Do whatever you can to accelerate that process. Basically, obviously, I don't even know when that post was from, and I don't care. All right, next one.
I'm not gonna see it, so
yeah, that's the other thing. Good point, Archer.
We gotta make sure our advice is on time. That way, these people can actually use it.
Exactly.
No, keep sorting what you're saying.
How many viewers do we have right now?
6,000.
Who watching now? That's
us.
That's
the two of us that aren't the hosts.
Yeah. But hey, we're racking up those watch time hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Am I the asshole for selling old people the use of a free app nobody has heard of? Okay, so I'm 17 and I discovered a free app that I downloaded. I won't say what it does, but basically it does something for you that normally you would have to pay someone to do. I have made money by selling it to my older neighbors and my grandparents and their friends because most of them are old and technologically illiterate. I'll cut straight to the chase. One of them showed it to someone else and they're angry at me and calling me a scammer and whatever else. Honestly, I don't care. If they knew how to use the app, they could have done it themselves. They called my parents and are demanding their money back. Parents are on my side, so yeah. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your parents suck dick. Your parents are fucking... They're the biggest assholes. Who would get a call like, your son scammed me, and it's just like, yeah, that's called good business, bitch. Sorry.
They take it up with the courts.
I'm being reminded why I don't go on the subreddit. Because you're just adding drama to... I'm getting secondhand drama, and I kind of hate it. Like, it's just like, oh, who's in the right? Who's in the right? It's like, if you're posting on here, you're already admitting to some fault, and then you're trying to spin it to make yourself sound as good as possible, because so many people on here just have such an ego that they're like, I post here to be validated.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I did wasn't that bad, right? And I'm like,
no, it was.
You got a reaction from people in real life, and now you're trying to seek validation, and you're like, I know, maybe it wasn't like the most
it's
cool.
A moral gray
maybe
area.
Jesus wouldn't have done this, but like, come on.
Come on, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not like I robbed a bank or something.
No, but it's like you did this, you took advantage, like, you took advantage of them.
Yeah.
Here's the flip side. If you're like, hey, this is a free app that can do this cool thing. If you pay me, I will download it for you and show you how to use it.
Yeah. And then at least you're giving them
sold them a service.
Yeah.
Then you're selling a service, and you're being transparent about, I didn't make this app, nor does it cost money.
God, what a piece of shit. So yeah, you're the asshole for sure.
You could have done this in a more, whatchamacallit, like I said, transparent way, but you probably wouldn't have gotten paid for it, or not paid as much.
Yeah, not nearly as much.
You know what you did was not
cool.
Are you an asshole? Yes.
Are you probably going to go to jail? Probably not.
You're not going to end up in jail. Are you flat out wrong for wanting compensation? No, but you should have done it in a way that doesn't make you come across as a scam artist. Because what you did is you lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a con man and a fool.
Or you omitted truth.
I also don't know how this worked.
Yeah.
They must be very technologically literate.
Yeah. That's what
don't even know how to look up things on the App Store or whatever.
Yeah, like type their password in there as their status on Facebook type level.
Yeah. Cause like I'm just like
it's hard to relate being
being from our generation. Yeah, no, just being from our generation.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call us geniuses. All right.
Oh, I do.
Am I the asshole for expressing concern of someone looking skinny, which offended multiple people?
What?
I joined into an
Oh my god.
I love that reaction from Ryobi.
I hate this reaction from Ryobi.
I joined into an art server and decided to jump into the general chat. I saw a pic of a user who looks nice, but I told her she looks close to unhealthy, which offended some people.
Why? Why say anything? You don't know this person. You fucking tool.
Go off, Ryobi.
Do you have like any sort of filter? Have you interacted with people in real life at all?
I also love the fact that like the person doesn't say they looked unhealthy. They simply say that they said they looked unhealthy.
I was lying. I was just trying to
in fact, they say they look nice.
I was just trying to stir shit up on the art server. It just
seems like they're attacking someone that they think it feels too good about themselves.
Hey, that group chat was dead. I was just trying to stir shit up. One said I shouldn't say such things.
That sounds like a real thing someone would say, and I would want to strangle that person.
Yeah, stir the pot, get the banter going.
Yeah, it's all banter.
RJ, I'll add 2 hands onto their neck.
It's all banter, bruv. Straight banter.
Tag team.
It's all jokes. All right. No, or one said I shouldn't say such things without medical background. Others said I shouldn't simply
You shouldn't
make
say something.
comments
You
about
shouldn't.
other
You shouldn't say
people's
such
body.
things. Full stop.
Yeah. When I apologize for sounding rude, one user said, "You should be." I feel bad when I
should.
just want to say that they should take care of their health. I'm not sure if I'm just being insensitive to people. You are.
It's no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not whatever your observation may be 100% accurate, but the fact remains is you clearly don't know this person well enough to say that.
Yeah.
It all depends on how well you know
That's the
them.
thing.
It's also not in a public chat.
It's like it can. This is the whole thing of like a bad thing coming from like good place. It's like when overly zealous and like pushy religious people like push their religion on everyone because they think they're saving them, and it's like awesome. You may think that if people come to you for that sort of guidance, like awesome, give it to them. But like to just like force your religion or like force nutritional lifestyles or to force anything down, you know, other people's throats is just, I don't know, you're gonna come off a little pushy and insensitive and abrasive.
Just like what compels you to feel like you need to parent people and tell them how to live their life? It's like, just take that impulse.
People are obviously bad at living their lives, Ryan.
I thought Controversial would find posts that are like hard, but this is like mostly finding posts that are like
pissing me off is what it is. That's
obviously you're the asshole. Fuck you. Basically.
Well, no, it's like maybe it's because it's too obvious.
Yeah,
and that's why it's controversial, and it's like it's just not.
Or maybe they just hate
the person.
They're just
disliked.
Yeah, they just downvoted them because
it's really just
like,
downvoted.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it's not funny enough to make whatever
like awards and shit,
or something like that. Yeah.
All right.
It's like, yeah, you know you shouldn't have said that. Or here's the thing, you clearly didn't, but you should have known that.
Yeah,
that's not an okay thing to comment on, especially when you don't know the person.
It also sounds like
especially in public.
Day one.
Yeah, you join a server and you're like, hi.
3 of being part of this server.
Imagine walking into a room. No, imagine this in real life. Imagine walking into a room full of people you don't know.
Yeah, just the first
looking at someone
out and going, "You look unhealthy.
Your body looks okay. I would fix your body before something bad happens, bro.
I can give you some diet tips, so you don't like die. You fucking clown. What's the next story?
All right, let's end on a healthier note. This is gonna be the last one on this segment, but
how do you know it's healthier?
Just by the title, I would guess it's healthier. Let's see.
George
we can all be the judge. Am I the asshole for telling my teacher that she embarrassed me in front of everyone and that she was an idiot? So I, 13 female, have been.
Oh my god. No, you're honest. It's not even
reaction yet.
Okay, hold on. Can I call my shot? Can I call my shot?
Yeah. Is she the asshole?
You're once again you're a victim of circumstance, but in this case, it's because you're a teenager. You're not really a person. You don't have control over literally anything going on in your body. Your emotions are running all over the place. You're stressed out by a lot of circumstances beyond your control. Should you have said that? No, probably not. But you're a kid. You'll get better. You'll learn. Jesus Christ.
Well, let's see what she said. I'll speed read it though.
Yeah, that was my called shot.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be. That looks very accurate, but we'll see. The teacher's just like beating her up in class, and it's all self-defense. You probably should.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Struck out.
Okay. So I, 13 female, have been with my partner, 14 male, for a few months now. We are so happy together, and nothing.
I hate this. Wait a minute. I hate this.
And nothing let us affect our relationship.
I just realized they hate this.
Even
we are in love. I'm 13 and he's 14. It's true love. Oh my gosh. I'm going to marry this person.
Oh, yeah. I don't like. How do you think I feel reading it? All right.
You picked
it.
Oh god. Okay. We're going to the next one. Fuck you, RJ.
George is pulling the
I pulled the plug. The first plug pulled this episode.
I'm time to abandon ship. All right, I guess my read on is by default the answer.
Am I the asshole for being angry at my roommate for moving all my stuff out of my room? I, 20-year-old male, share an apartment with a girl, 21-year-old female, and I am subleasing my room for the next 2 months due to a variety of
How much does
circumstances.
the age and gender ever fucking matter?
It mattered in last time. It's the
It
whole
matters
reason
a
the plug
lot.
got pulled.
It matters a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like you're gonna have a different opinion if the person is 8 versus 88. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It matters more than you think.
I am subleasing my room for the next 2 months due to a variety of circumstances I won't be getting into now. And part of the agreement is that my room would be clear by Wednesday. On the Saturday, I left to go home with all my things boxed up and left in my room, as my father was going to take the boxes on his way past on the Monday. My roommate knew this. When my father came to move my stuff, she saw him and offered her help moving my boxes. I didn't know she'd done this until my father mentioned how my roommate was nice and helped him carry my things. I feel upset, as if I was okay with her touching my things, I'd have let her know. I feel gross that she touched and seen all my things and I didn't give her my permission. She could have called me to ask if it was okay to offer my dad help, and I'd have told her no. It made me uncomfortable, but she didn't even ask. I feel like the reason she didn't ask was because she knew I'd say no. For a bit of background, I've always got the sense that she's quite into me, and I don't reciprocate that at all. So her getting friendly with my dad and carrying my things just adds to this. I texted her and said not to contact me until I was ready, as I was upset, and she said I was an a-hole because she was just helping my dad, nothing about me. This is the only one I've read that I'm not sure if anyone's an asshole here.
So without any sort of interpersonal relationship issues, surface level,
I think the OP is the closest.
there's nothing
one.
wrong with helping somebody move boxes.
Yeah,
especially helping somebody move
like,
boxes. That's
if your
just a
stuff
nice
is
thing to
packed up,
do.
why do you care? Like, I would understand if she was going like through your underwear drawer and through your stuff.
If it's in boxes,
yeah, it's boxed up. Who cares? Like,
dude, yeah, there's two things. One, what is he so embarrassed about being seen? And two, what sort of interactions that have they had that he's uncomfortable with her touching his stuff?
Yeah, I think it's just pent up.
Is she
other
aware
issues.
of that?
I think it's just the pent up issues he has with her liking him and him not reciprocating. And I feel like he feels that she isn't accepting his rebuttal of her advances.
Because I'm struggling to get past she knew I would have said no. Does she?
How? Why?
If she
knew, why?
Yeah,
because that's a crazy thing.
That's absolutely something I would do.
Without even thinking.
If I had a room, without even thinking. If I had a roommate and
back when we were roommates, I would have done this without asking you.
Pick up their shit.
Yeah, I would offer your dad help.
Help you with that.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally agree.
It's just a nice thing to do. It would have been rude if she didn't offer. If she didn't have it, if she was like not busy, especially when it's like he's not even helping move. His dad is doing it all for him. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. On the other hand,
this person is a minor asshole.
Maybe the poster is misrepresenting
just how
the neutrality of his response to her, but like her calling him an asshole to what he said his response was doesn't really make a lot lot of sense.
I kind of would be. I don't know if I'd call them an asshole, but I'd just be be passive aggressive and just be like, if they were like, "Oh, don't contact me because of that," I'd just be like, "Fine, whatever." I'd just say something passive aggressive, and then I wouldn't talk to them until later, type of thing. I wouldn't call them an asshole. I don't think.
Yeah, exactly. Like that makes me think he's right about her being into him.
Yeah, I think he is right about because I think well, I don't know. It depends on the person and their social awareness and things like that. But I think it's usually pretty easy to tell, especially if you're spending a lot of time with a person, if they're romantically interested in you.
Really? You're gonna say that?
I think
What does that count
no,
then for RJ?
I freaked out about
George
April.
has
No,
spent
no, no,
so
no,
much
no, no,
fucking
no, no.
time. George has spent so much fucking time being like, "Oh, is that a sign? I don't know."
I was freaking out about April, and I was right. They all were signs. I was right. That's proving my point.
You were, yep, no.
No. It was okay.
What
We're
about the
moving
other
on.
girl who wasn't interested in you?
Well, she was.
That
She.
you freaked out about.
I don't remember which one. There are a lot of girls that weren't into me, RJ, and I think all of them must have been dropped on their heads.
Yeah, we'd be here all day if we went through
to
that
have
list.
such piss poor taste in men. I think they had to have had some
Yeah, just
sort
look
of
at him.
CTE or something. But
Yeah, they all played football.
yeah, they all.
Mostly.
I'm exclusively into football
Yeah, but you
players.
didn't.
Female
You
football
also
players.
didn't. You also didn't go. Oh, April said this. I know she's into me. You were like, oh, is she into me or not? You didn't know.
No. I had a hunch.
for a long time.
George knew, and that was a self-esteem thing of that can't be right.
Yeah, exactly.
himself
I
out.
just it's just like second guessing myself, but I knew the whole time.
He knew, but he
all
couldn't
of my
admit it to
coworkers were
himself.
like, "Yeah, you
Well,
guys
fear
are gonna
was
get
wrong.
married. Oh, you guys should just took up already." Even though she already had a boyfriend, but regardless, we're getting it's too much into my personal life.
You bring this up?
No.
Oh, I know this is RJ.
RJ brought it
Okay.
up, but anyway. Well, I kind of brought it up, but anyway.
Yeah.
Who wants to go second?
RJ, what's yours?
I'm very interested in Ryobi's.
Yeah, let's go with
Okay, we can do
Ryobi's,
mine.
especially since
Yeah.
this could go long, and then
Yeah, we can cut it. See, here's the thing. I have a lot of questions. I'm just going to pick ones, and then we can stop whenever.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep score?
yes, yeah, you keep score because we're gonna be like writing and shit.
No, I know, but I mean, do you want to keep score at all?
Yeah, I want. You think we should keep score too, right, RJ? RJ?
Sure, yeah.
So
Okay.
just so people know, I'm gonna be putting my answer on top and then RJ's answer below that.
I see you also grabbed a Sharpie
Yeah, Sharpie.
because I was like, oh, I'll grab a pen. I was like, no way is pen gonna be visible on a webcam.
Yeah. I had pencil at first. And I'm like, no fucking way.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hit us with the first one, right? Oh, you should explain it. While
So we're doing the Newlyweds.
While you explain it, I'm gonna tinkle and grab another drink.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing the Newlyweds game. So basically, RJ and George have known each other for a very long time, and we're going to see which one is the better friend by asking them questions that are typically reserved for a married couple.
Yeah. I'm worried that George is going to be the better friend.
That's okay. That just means he cares about you. There's no real winner or loser here.
No, there's
Which is what-
definitely a loser.
Which is why I didn't really care about keeping score, but this is George we're talking about. I should have known.
No,
Okay.
I like
We-
I think competition is fun.
Sorry, I'm probably interrupting.
It's kind of like rules in games. It's like if you get rid of the rules, then the
RJ, you're
game
kind of
is
quiet.
less fun.
Yeah, you are kind of quiet.
Sorry, that was again the same thing. I'm thirsty.
We told you no drinking tea. Tea's banned.
Are you drinking LaCroix? Or
LaCroix's gross.
any other sparkling flavored water? I'm not loyal to LaCroix until they pay us.
Yeah.
That's the right attitude. We're loyal to capitalism. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
But competition is like rules where it's like without the framework, the game isn't really that fun anymore.
Are we arguing scoring still?
no, I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
We're
I tried
scoring.
to dunk on you while you weren't here, and RJ defended you because he's
Yeah.
a true homie.
Oh yeah. Wait, dunked on me for
Okay.
what? What did I do?
No, I was just
For
like,
being competitive.
I didn't for wanting to keep score.
Oh.
And RJ's like, well, I also want to keep score.
I just think like it's well. I mean, I'm not trying to deny that.
No,
I'm a
it's
competitive
100%.
person,
I have to
but
do more. I have to do more work now. Which I
No,
was,
well, no, I was just saying. I think
hoping
from
you would like.
a viewer's perspective, it's just better with
No.
something to
I
follow.
don't give a shit about the viewer.
Fuck the viewer. Fuck the
The view-
viewer.
The viewers don't
No, it's
exist.
not. It's not. No, it's not
That's
antagonistic.
true.
It's that.
April's watching right now.
It's not
Oh,
antagonistic.
funny.
Hi,
Viewers.
April.
April, I'm so sorry.
We're on the big TV downstairs, so
Oh God, why?
yeah. We're on
I
the.
don't let my wife. I don't let my wife watch this.
Good.
She's not allowed.
Wait, I would have thought it'd be the other way. Like you wouldn't care if she watched it, but she would have no interest in watching it.
She shouldn't have.
No,
any
no,
interest in watching it.
that's absolutely what actually happens.
Oh,
This is
okay.
only
I just thought it'd be
entertaining for us.
funnier if
Oh,
I
I see.
if
Sorry.
I banned it.
Yeah, it has been banned. I mean, you could ban it because it literally wouldn't change anything. So you could go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could put your foot down on this, RJ. You could win this battle.
Great. Okay. Like I said, I have a gigantic list here. I don't know if maybe this could be like
How
a
big
multi.
is
Or
gigantic?
we could revisit this with different questions. But for right now, I'm just gonna pick
Curious.
ones that I think are good.
Did you just
So
say my dick is gigantic?
what?
No, I said how big is gigantic? 'Cause
Oh.
he said he had a gigantic.
It was originally around like 90, and I trimmed it down to probably like 70-ish. But we're not
70
doing.
Yeah,
questions?
that's pretty big.
That's why I said I'm just gonna pick ones I think are interesting.
Jesus. You over prepared, but I mean, I respect
No,
it.
I didn't. I found a giant list and copied it, and then trimmed it.
Okay, I see.
Question number 70. How big is your partner's dick?
Oh yeah, some of these aren't relevant, which I already removed.
Gigantic!
Relevant.
It's gigantic!
You already said that at the beginning of the show.
All right, are we doing this or not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, how long do you guys want to answer each question?
I don't know.
Wait, so are we answering verbally? I'm so confused now.
Write it, and when you're both ready, hold it up to the camera and say it. Or
I see.
I'll ask one of you to go first. Let's
We
just
need
say
to answer verbally because we can't just like wait for Ryobi to like see it. Like,
Yeah.
tell me you're done. How about you that? Tell me
Yeah.
when you're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
First, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Well, this is the pilot of this anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Where did you two meet? You can be as specific or vague as you want. I'm going to leave it up to the other person to determine whether it's true or not. Okay?
Yeah.
Where did you two first meet?
So this is the same for both, so I don't really have to write this once.
yeah.
So I'm ready.
See, what's going to be funny is if you have different answers and you both think you're right.
No, there's no
Oh,
way. This is too.
definitely not.
It's too like integral to
I mean,
our
I'm-
friend's story.
All right.
Not
Like I
interesting,
said, just
but integral.
say when you're done writing.
I'm done.
Okay, go ahead and say and show.
Meadow.
Cool.
Meadow is the name of our school, so
Yeah.
we said the same answer, just differently.
All right.
I think technically, what didn't we very first meet in the ETC room?
Yeah, we met in like the after classroom when we weren't even in like the same. Because I got bumped
Yeah.
up later on to be in the same room as him because my teacher, I was such a problem for my teacher that she kicked me up a grade, and that's how we even got in the same room. Because in Meadow, our private school, classes were each room was 3 grades, but we were 4 grades apart. So me getting kicked, right? That's what happened, right? Because you were a senior. You were a senior when I got kicked up, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the only reason we became like I think like post school friends was that I got kicked up by Miss well, I guess I shouldn't say. I mean, it's only her first name, but I won't even say that. But by a teacher.
Yeah, school.
Yeah.
Specifically
School.
Meadow, specifically, and you also remember it specifically just like that after school room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
I didn't remember.
Yeah.
George
I
reminded me of
remember-
that like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember having a
Like-
conversation with him before we ever like really met, where there was a guy sort of halfway in between us and we were all 3 having a conversation about video games, and we were talking about how in Madden the Lions were always way better in the video game than they were in real life, and this was like back in like 2008 or some shit. So, and the Lions still suck. So, shout out to the Lions.
Thank you for being
Consistent.
The Lions suck so bad.
Fuck the Lions. All
I
right.
think the only thing I know about them is that they play every Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, they play the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
Okay.
against the Packers, but it changes.
That's so funny that they have like
I don't even know
like,
if it's usually. I don't even want to say that.
they have a pretty big like that's a pretty big like it's not like a bowl, but like that's like prime time slotting
Yeah.
for
Well, it's a
like
handful of teams,
one of
though. It's
the
not just
worst
them.
teams.
Yeah, that is true. But it's a handful of teams that I think always
Yeah.
play on Thanksgiving. But
Okay. So I'll chalk that up for both of you.
Cowboys might also always play. I'm not sure. I shouldn't talk about football. I don't know.
How
it
would
that
you
well.
like me to read these? Because it's these are all formatted in "What is your partner blank?" Is that going to be
guess
uncomfortable for me to read out?
Just
No.
like I mean, you could just say where did
What is the other person?
Just take out the word partner. Like,
all right, yeah.
What
is the other person?
George is
Yeah.
my partner in crime.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
We like murder.
I'm just gonna
people.
say the other
and
person.
sexual partner.
It's
as
not
well.
that long.
Yeah.
We usually
What is-
bang.
What is?
Yeah, on top
what
of
is-
on top of the murdered
Please.
corpses.
Oh yeah.
Not that
Please.
Oh,
What is your partner's favorite dessert?
interesting. I don't even know what
Fuck
my
me.
answer is.
Yeah. I don't.
Well, pick one.
That-
And like I said, I will leave it up to the. I will leave it up. It's always going to be up to the other person to decide whether it's accurate enough. Like if you say ice cream, and it's like actually it's chocolate ice cream. Like that's yeah. It'll be up to the person to decide whether it's right or not.
It's this specific chocolate company's chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, it's this specific brand. That brand that RJ shouted out for chocolate a while back that I don't remember.
Oh,
It's extremely local.
I cannot pick.
Pick something.
I have two things that I'd like to say.
Well, then you can. If George says either, wait, for you or for
I'm gonna write them both for George. I'm gonna write them both down.
Well, you got to pick one to be. Do you get half? Do you get a half point if one of them's right? Because then you're 50% right.
A half point if one of them's right.
Well, I'll let George be the judge of that.
I say pick one. I say pick one of the cross out one. We got
Cross out one.
Yeah, pick one.
And then we'll let the record show that RJ was very close. If the other one was correct.
Oh fuck! I fucked it up.
There's another one I want to put that's jokes.
Then write joke under it. Also, please, I hope you're not using an entire sheet of paper per answer.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
Oops.
I knew one of you would. That's why I said something.
Well, it has to be. I don't even think this is gonna be big enough.
Just cross out.
I'm gonna put my joke in parentheses.
Okay. This is acceptable. All right, let me know when you're both done.
I don't know what to pick for RJ. I'm just gonna.
Were you spending all of your energy deciding what your answer was, what your favorite dessert was?
I couldn't pick.
This is gonna take forever.
Well, I didn't know, but I picked RJ's pretty quickly. Because I don't care
you
about
might be
RJ's.
right for me,
Maybe.
or at least close enough to right that I'll give you points.
Interesting. Okay. I guess should one of us go first? We have it written down.
Just one of you go first.
Yeah, we can't.
George.
Anyway.
George.
I guess I'll go first. So for me, I put cookie plus ice cream as my favorite dessert, and for RJ's I put brownie.
Brownie's pretty good. I don't think I can give you brownie.
Damn.
I don't think I can give you brownie.
What are yours?
So for mine, I put pudding. Because I remember that time that you said you could eat a gallon of it.
No, now he hates. That was a trap answer.
Yeah, I haven't had pudding since that day.
You haven't had pudding since that day?
No, that's not true.
Okay,
I bought
enough.
one snack pack, and I didn't even eat all of the pudding packs. I ate like 2 out of 4 or something.
Also, as a joke, I wrote pussy.
That would have been the correct answer, but I didn't write that.
Is that a dessert though?
It is for me, baby.
I thought that was more of a. I don't know. I can't even joke about that.
Yeah, it's too rude for Ryobi. He's but a sweet virtual boy.
Yeah, it's too.
It's more of an entree.
Too lewd to talk about. Yeah, it's not a dessert. It's a different.
No, I eat it after we're done.
That's an appetizer.
Great. Sorry, April.
God.
Okay, no points.
Sorry, April.
I'm not writing down your answers because you were both wrong.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like a Romeo's I'm not writing pudding and pussy as. Yeah, I'm not taking this document. I'm just gonna write wrong.
Yeah, so putting.
Okay.
What did you put for yours again? I'm sorry, I missed. RJ.
Yeah, RJ, what was your actual favorite?
My
What'd you-
actual favorite.
You're supposed to write down yours and mine. By the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I think my actual favorites are kind of a toss up between probably a couple of things, but
Like.
carrot cake, chocolate
Okay.
cake, and ice cream, and
Okay.
flan.
Mm-mm. I
Okay.
should have
wouldn't
said
have been-
flan.
I would not have been surprised if George had gotten flan.
Yeah, I should have
because
said flan.
I remember talking to him and about the episode in Friends
Yeah.
where everyone gets mad at Monica for making flan.
Yeah.
I'm like, flan is better than cakes. Like, this better than cake. Like,
Well, I wouldn't
That
go
sounds
that far.
very familiar.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't go that far. It's basically just more structured custard. But
Yeah.
it is good. Cake is very, very good though. It also depends who makes it, but if my wife makes the cake, then it's absolutely perfect.
Sublime.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, good carrot cake. Oh my god.
Yeah, I fucking love carrot cake. Carrot cake is the best kind of cake.
I don't like carrots, so
I'm just
or carrot
judging
cake.
It doesn't even taste like it barely tastes like cake. It's
Well,
got, like,
I just
cake on its own.
I don't like carrots or carrot cake.
well, okay then. More for RJ and I.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's say okay, so this is incredibly whatever. It'll be interesting. What is the other person's favorite TV show? Let's say
Well, RJ gets that for free.
of all
I think
let's
I
say
get
all
his for
of all
free.
time.
I think we're both gonna get this actually.
No, there's so many that are your favorites.
You don't
Let's
know my
specify-
favorite TV show?
I don't know if this will change RJ's answer, but let's say not anime. TV show.
Fuck, I literally only know animes he
No.
watches.
I was gonna say don't. That doesn't make it any
That makes it harder
easier
for
or
me.
harder for
Does
me.
RJ do you watch other TV
Only
shows?
affects George.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
RJ. I know my.
Alright,
I already
fine,
have an
fine.
answer for RJ that I started.
RJ,
writing.
do you have a top show overall that you're like in your mind? And not
so-
3 you could pick between.
I might misspell this, but I think you. If I misspell it, I better still get points. I'm gonna be mad.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I
up
think-
to RJ.
I think I have a top show of all time.
Then yes, write it down.
Yeah, write down
Okay.
yours on top
Honestly-
and then mine below it.
Honestly, these are really hard for me to answer. I don't know if I would have I like carrot cake a lot. I don't even know if I would have thought of carrot cake as favorite dessert.
I'm
Really
trying to
like
think of something that that has like a lava cake or something with like a
I
molten
fucking
center.
love lava cakes.
Yeah, I was trying to, but
I don't know
it was
if
too
I-
long to word, so I just said cookie plus ice cream.
A TV
That's
show.
That's more letters, George.
No, like, well, does lava
Like-
cake have to have the molten center?
Like
I think
aired
it's
on
implied.
TV, right?
Oh, okay. Then maybe I could have just said lava cake. I thought I would have had to imply with a molten.
Or molten chocolate. Yeah, molten chocolate cake is like, I don't know,
Yeah.
word lengthier.
I didn't know how to word it basically, so I said cookie plus
That's
ice cream.
okay. It wasn't right anyway, so you dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know when you guys are ready. What is my favorite TV show? Damn.
I guess I'll go. Wait, have
Damn
you
it.
written down both yet?
I'm
I'm gonna just
not-
go while you finish, but that didn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I've written down both.
Okay, you've written down both, so I can
I'm
say
not
mine.
confident about
Okay.
my. I know you
Alright.
like this one a lot, but like I'm
It'll
like
be up to George to
it's like
decide.
it's like oh what one of like 1,000 sitcoms I don't care about that
Yeah.
George has watched 1,000,000,000 times is his favorite.
Yeah, which
My-
one?
My
Which one
favorite,
indeed?
my favorite show of all time is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I probably
Oh,
spelled Brooklyn
damn it.
wrong, but that's
I
Don't
guess
mind
The
my spelling.
Office.
and Cowboy
How close
Bebop.
was I? How close was I with The Office?
Office is fourth. It goes Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Recreation, How I Met Your Mother, The Office, and then probably Friends, or maybe Frasier. Frasier or Friends in fifth.
Cowboy Bebop, you're close.
Damn.
Dude, Rah 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 is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love Do Rah Rah Rah.
It's real good. I didn't know it was your favorite.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like it's very, very weird, and I vibe with that.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Mm.
I feel like I did not. I feel like that's a show that definitely benefits from a rewatch because you have no idea what the hell's happening the first time.
Every show benefits from a rewatch.
No, some more than others. Some you can kind of get through on the service level.
Yeah.
Such
Not
as
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's too complex.
I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably good to watch for different reasons because you probably just
Yeah.
miss jokes or you're like, oh, I really like that.
Well, when I
I don't
rewatch
think
shows,
it's
to be
even you
fair,
miss jokes. It just like
I just enjoy them the
it's
8th
jokes,
time
so it
around.
doesn't
It's
really
even
get-
funnier the
it doesn't
second time.
Really get that stale.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like I rewatch dramas and stuff much less than I rewatch comedies.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like the other thing is I do rewatch a lot more than you guys, but the thing is I watch TV to go to bed. So like 90% of my rewatch time is like going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like yeah.
You're not watching it to watch it. You're
I feel
watching
like
it
we
as
were
background.
both pretty close. Cowboy Bebop is also like in my like top 5.
Yeah, we both
It's
got
hard
in the
for us
top
to
5.
actually
We just didn't get the top
specifically place
1.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
I'll give RJ 0.1 points.
No.
Weirdly, there isn't a lot of non-anime that I've
You'd
found
rank as like greatest of all time.
really like enthralling
Same
and
with
good all the way through. Like Game of Thrones.
Good all
might
the
have
way
been
through
my
is a
pick.
really tough.
Game of Thrones might
Yeah,
have been
even a lot of my
pick
favorites
if
are
it
not
weren't
good
for
all the way
season
through.
7 and 8.
Like this is this is a controversial take to some among the Office fans, but like you basically don't have to watch the show after Steve Carell leaves.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm the same with sitcom. Like most of like I probably my top 10 shows are all sitcoms. Schitt's Creek is another good one. I'm watching Rutherford Falls right now. That's pretty good so far. There's a lot of good sitcoms. Superstore's good. Get in on the sitcom game, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I can just rely on you for the highlights.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
All
What's
right.
next, Ryobi?
Let's see. Let me just skim through here.
Is the score 1-1 or 0-0?
It's 1-1. You both got the
Meadow, yeah.
And then you were close for the other two. I don't think that's that interesting. What's your favorite? What is the other person's favorite alcoholic drink?
Fuck. I think we might have the same one.
Well, then it should be an easy question.
Really?
Then.
Oh, I'm guessing the same for both.
Yes, it is. A competition at your request. I guess in this time I can talk about my favorite. I like stouts.
Interesting. If I do like a squiggly in equal sign, wait, no, you're supposed to do double quotes if it's copied, aren't you? Fuck. It's like
what?
If you're just copying something on the next line, it's double.
It's like quote.
I put my guess. I wrote my guess for you before I wrote my actual answer. I don't know.
One of these questions.
I don't know what my actual answer is.
Oh shit! Then this might not be. I don't think mine's right then. But...
Maybe. No, RJ's. I think you might be right about me, and I might be wrong about you.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you go first this time. I've gone first the other 3 times.
He's gonna pick grog.
So I guessed based on what you were drinking at the wedding, like a whiskey and cola, like whatever whiskey
Diet
cola
Coke
combination.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, that's a good answer. I just don't drink my favorite anymore, because it's not healthy.
Damn it.
So like my favorite is vodka and Red Bull, but I don't drink energy drinks anymore because they fuck
when you
your
said
shit up.
You thought we had the same one, I was like, oh shit, I bet it's vodka and Red Bull. But then I was like, but he hasn't been like last I saw him drink, he didn't drink any vodka Red Bulls, so maybe he doesn't like them anymore.
Yeah, I still like them. I just choose not to drink them because I feel like they're probably. It's like close to just drinking gasoline.
Yeah.
That's what they put in race cars.
Yeah.
I've
Nos, they
also heard
literally
that
just dump
uppers
Nos in
downers
race
are
cars.
like it's like an up or downer. Is that your joke? Is that your also your guess for me?
Yeah, I double
Yeah,
quoted
you're
it.
right. Vodka
Yes!
Red
I'm in the
Bull
lead! It is so good.
Points.
but
It tastes
yeah.
better than either of the counterparts by themselves. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
I also think the up or downer, at least with alcohol and like energy drinks, I don't think people are right about like them mixing poorly because I like
I think it's just unhealthy
I
to
want
mix
to
them.
like get I want yeah probably
I think
I want
that's
to get like the energy to do things and also get tipsy at the same time.
Yeah, I want to get the energy to like be an idiot, but then also lose the social inhibition that causes me not to be an idiot.
Yeah. Like I'm like if I just get drunk, I'm still going to be not that much of an idiot because I won't have the energy to pursue it.
Yeah, I'll just get tired, watch a show, and then go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Wake up with a headache.
Yeah, exactly. Wake up hungover.
God
yeah.
damn it.
I was also. It's so funny. I didn't even think of a like Jack and Diet or whatever as an answer. My second answer that I was sort of like I was deciding between these two was an old fashioned.
Yeah, you said
I
you
have a
like
friend who
old
likes those.
fashions.
Yeah. That's the thing I guessed as a Manhattan because they are
Yeah.
kind of similar.
It's basically
Oh, that's
they're
right.
never
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
There's like some minor thing that's different.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Because
Clearly that
I
information
can't
didn't
remember.
stick.
So because they both have bitters.
One
and
of them
one
uses
had like
whiskey,
sweet
the other one uses
vermouth.
rum.
No, they
Is that
both
it?
use whiskey, but I think
I don't
one
know.
uses sweet vermouth and one it just uses simple syrup. That's the difference, I believe.
No,
Sounds-
because I think you guessed Manhattan because of the sweet vermouth.
No, I guessed old fashioned because I saw the word
Or
sweet.
old fashioned because of the sweet vermouth.
No, I saw the word sweet.
Oh,
and then I was like, and I saw like it said bitters and whiskey too. So I was like, oh, sweet bitters and whiskey. That's old fashioned, and it was not. But that's
It's
history
the
on the
thing
podcast.
That's sweet with bitters and whiskey.
Yeah. All right, Ryobi. What's the next
All right.
question?
Let me see what's good here. That's too similar. That's not that interesting.
Actually, I should stall so there's less questions.
hold on. How many more do you think we want to do? Because I want to make sure.
I don't know.
Yes.
Like 3 more? 2
3 more?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the. Well, here's the thing. So here's something that'll be like. Some of these are like
How many have we done so far?
Who is better at blank?
4.
3, 4.
Yeah. Yeah, 4.
We've only done 4. Here. So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of questions that who is better at blank, and are those? Do you think those are interesting? Because the answers, the only possible answers are what you or the other person.
Yeah, I think that's too. I want to avoid those. They're too narrow, I think.
Okay. So I think they'd make
Also,
interesting. They'd make art in terms of
always going to be George.
Well, here's the thing.
I think that
it'd
could be a
make-
fun game, just as a
it's
separate
good conversation,
segment.
but it's not exactly good
Yeah.
for like scorekeeping. Like, for
Yeah,
example,
I think that'd be better as
who-
just like a conversation segment. Like we just bring up a bunch of different things and like which
We
of
could
us
rapid
would
fire
win.
them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll save that to the end or something. We'll just do-
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find more straight up. Let's see. What is the other person's dream vacation spot?
Oh.
God damn it. I mean, I'm not even 100% sure what my dream vacation spot is.
Pick one right now. And if George is on the same wavelength as you, he'll know instinctively.
I'm taking a
So
random
George on the
shot for
bottom.
RJ. Yeah, me on the bottom, you on the top.
I'm guessing RJ's is
Mine's super
Mars. and-
vague.
Is it somewhere with mountains or something stupid like that?
Well, if it's vague,
It'll be up to Art if you say if you got it if you pick somewhere with mountains and he said somewhere with mountains and he could be like, yeah, that's okay. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's always going to be up to the other person to
Well, if
interpret whether
he's
it's right or
vague,
not.
I'm probably like the thing I was gonna ask is if I can I like explain my reasoning because it might like my
If
reasoning
you
for
can convince him that it is actually, in fact,
I'm
his
more
dream
asking him
vacation
than
spot
you.
that he doesn't know
I'm
about.
more asking him than you. It like since yours is vague, RJ, I'm probably gonna like give like my because picked a specific place for you rather than a vague place, so I'm also gonna give my reasoning. So like if to see if it
Okay.
roughly matches up with your vague
Mhm.
place. I'm not making sure I'm spelling it right. I don't like spelling things wrong, even though I do it constantly. So you'd think I do, but might as well check the spelling on both. I don't see how I could have gotten that one wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, I flipped him.
It's okay.
I
You just explain it.
RJ's is on top. Just so you know. I guess
right.
I'll go first. For
George.
for
Go.
RJ's, I said Madrid because I was just picking a European place with a lot of history essentially, that also has relatively nice weather. That was just my thought process. And then for myself, I said Fiji.
Fiji. I chose I said for myself I said Italy.
Wow.
Just I decided what was my favorite place I've ever been.
That's the exact reason I
Rather
didn't
than
pick Rome.
rather than
My first
rather
thought was
than
Rome.
yeah, rather than trying to decide of all the 170 billion places I actually
Want to go?
want to
Yeah.
go and picking a favorite, I picked a favorite of a place I've been. I said beach resort for you.
Yeah. I would
Just
give
because I'm like George likes that resort lifestyle, I think.
yeah. I would give you the
I can't differentiate.
yeah.
Is he close enough?
I would give him the points, but I would also beg for my points as well. Because
Yeah, I think
sorry,
you
go ahead.
I think you pretty much you understand my thought process and you got it. Like you pretty much got it.
All right. I'll take
So is that why you liked Rome? Or sorry, is that why you
Yeah,
liked Italy for the reasons you
yeah.
gave?
Yeah.
Cool European place, a lot of history and decent
Yeah, a
weather.
lot of history and like cool architecture to see and stuff like that.
Nice.
yeah,
All right.
that's exactly why I picked it. So we do
I
know each
honestly
other. We did know each
kind
other.
of
We
like it when you
basically
guys.
like
Italy?
I knew he would go like European history, cool architecture, and he knew I would go relaxing
Not
beach resort.
specifics, but like
yeah,
what they wanted in the place of choice.
Yeah.
I like I'll also say this for Italy is that Italy is also like even discounting the architecture, Italy is beautifully scenic.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like
Very much so.
just kind of the whole. From what I mean, I haven't even been there, but from what I've seen online in pictures and things, it just seems like the whole Mediterranean coast is just pretty much gorgeous.
Very nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's like
The only Mediterranean area I've been and actively disliked was Athens. We might have not done cool things or done them at the wrong time or stayed in a bad place, but Athens sucked.
Shout out to all our fans in Athens.
yeah,
We don't have any
maybe the rest of
fans.
Italy was just so good that Athens couldn't hold a candle to it. It had high
Athens is
expectations.
not in Italy.
Yeah,
right?
Athens is from
IOB.
Greece.
Oh, it's in Greece, isn't it?
It's the capital,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. But the Greek islands are fucking gorgeous. Like
Yeah. Oh my
ridiculous.
god. That's what I was thinking of basically when I said the Mediterranean coast thing. Is just I've seen the Greek coasts look immaculate. I have to go there. I think we're planning to go.
Yeah,
we were planning to do a big European trip this summer where we do England and then Europe. But now we're probably just going to end up doing England this year and have April meet everyone who couldn't, come out for the wedding and that. and then we're gonna do like the rest of Europe the year after, so like 2024.
I also would really, really love to visit Malta because my grandmother is from there,
Mm-mm. Did you
and also it's a
that
fucking cool little island.
that makes me reminds me of the did you guys I think I brought this up with Ryobi maybe or RJ, but maybe not both. The segment idea I had that's basically like we each three pick a country that we're vaguely interested in. This is why I thought of it, because Malta. And then we just do like a bit of research on it and then just report back interesting facts that we found out about Malta, and like Malta as an example of, and like the Maltese culture. Is Maltese from Malta?
I think there are some there's something to do with like Maltese writing that's interesting.
But maybe we'll save it. We'll save it for the first episode of that. The first installment. That's what it's called. All right. Do we want to do a last one? See if RJ can tie me up.
One last one.
Gonna be real. I'm shook that I said Athens was in Italy. So hold on. Give me a moment.
That was pretty bad.
That's pretty fucking dumb.
He needs to recover.
What an idiot.
I already have a correction for next episode.
That was as bad as George fucking up
No.
Argentina's flag.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
No, that's understandable. It's the same goddamn flag.
You don't know how many hours I have on flag quiz games. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, and also the hours you have on the thing that informed me on what Argentina's flag looked like.
Yeah, which is FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no excuse. And just like World Cup brackets and things like that, you see country flags all the time. Especially Uruguay and Argentina. Like both of them are like good soccer teams. So it's like yeah.
Okay. I think like I said, I'm gonna think about these questions myself. I had an interesting thought about what RJ had the exact opposite thought process that I did of like, okay, where is a place that sounds cool that would be the most difficult for me to get to on my own that I have not been to, instead of where have I been to that I liked. And I think China is not super accessible, all parts of it at least. And I know it has a lot of cool like
China's cool as fuck.
Yeah, China has a lot of cool geography.
If we're using us as a sample size, then 66% or 67% of Americans have been to China.
Yeah.
I want to go, but it's like it's scary to go by myself.
It's good.
I'd be very nervous too.
Hey,
there's a lot of
all three hot ones out of China.
Once the podcast blows up, and,
we'll just every episode will be on a different location.
We become super wealthy. We can take a trip to China.
We'll do
every episode will be a new trip. We'll do every episode on location in a different country. It'll be great.
Every week. Thursday though? That's
every Thursday.
Might have to do some pre-recorded ones.
Okay, the listeners who don't exist, if you ever get a chance to go to China, make sure you see the terracotta soldiers.
They're cool.
Yeah,
fucking cool.
I never saw them, and it makes me angry.
It haunts him. Yeah. Oh, I guess you got to go back. Let's go, George.
Yeah, me and Ray. You're not invited. You already saw them, RJ.
They're the best part. The Great Wall is fine, but there's like.
Great Wall wasn't bad.
I've seen bigger walls.
It's so foggy.
See it behind all the vendors that are on it.
Oh man, it's real. Is it really?
And it's like there's a lot of like pollution coverage a lot of the time, even out there.
Yeah.
At least on the touristy part of the walls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I went there in 2007 or something. So they had like big signs up on the mountain, like advertising the 2008 Olympics.
We went shortly after.
See them.
Yeah,
because they had big signs specifically built so that you could see them from the wall.
Yeah,
and the smog was too thick, and I couldn't see them.
That makes sense.
Oh man,
you damn.
That's
not what you want to hear. That's the annoying thing about like the whole I know we don't like to get too political on the show, but that's the annoying thing about the whole global climate fight is like even no matter how good the West does, like it's hard to counteract like India and Russia and China
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I mean,
countries that just don't give a shit, basically.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like you gotta just have faith. Like
Countries that don't give a shit.
technology will
Countries that
advance.
don't really have the like resources and infrastructure to
Yeah.
like produce as cleanly as the
Yeah.
West can.
Change. They don't have incentive to change.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
Like if there are huge parts of India and China that like are like centuries behind like the rest of the like the rest of the country essentially.
Yeah, especially and think of like developing nations too, like even more developed, even smaller economies than that,
I mean, like it just has to be so fucking hard to develop a nation of like billions of people.
that many people and that big.
Especially with a globalized economy where you basically, if you're competing internationally, you're competing with freaking giants out of like, well, mostly the US, but even not just the US. I mean, you got like Stellantis
Europe.
is a big company, Shell's a huge company that's Dutch, and you got all these European and Asian companies like Sony, and you got to compete with all of them if you're trying to compete internationally.
All right, I'll do one more question here, and then we can do some rapid fire ones.
Dope.
I think this will be interesting.
To do rapid, I feel like maybe we should move on after this next one.
Yeah, how much time do we have?
Yeah, I think we should I think it'd be cool to do like who would win in this or that as just like a fully separate segment. Even that could be.
I mean,
cool
honestly, we could continue this with the same scores at another time.
Yeah,
as like a
that's true. But it's just like you said, like the score doesn't have as much value in the direct one-to-one.
Well, yeah, we can track that separately if you guys care.
Yeah.
Okay, but for this, so far it's George with 3 and RJ with 2.
Yeah.
So George, right? Currently standing of better friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I gotta be honest. I kind of suspected that.
I suspected to lose because of the ganja and the memory still.
I mean, honestly, a lot of times you guys weren't really. It's hard to have a quick. It's hard when you're asked these. You're like, damn, do I have a favorite blank? Sometimes it's kind of hard.
Yeah, exactly.
On the spot of like, is this really my favorite?
Very openly opinionated on like things I like.
All right.
And I feel like my opinions are I'm more fickle too. Like I change my opinions a lot.
Well,
if you ask me my top 5 shows like a year ago, they would have been completely different. And they probably will be completely different again in a year. So
yeah.
Dang. I don't think I watch enough shows to completely replace my hierarchy.
Well, just stuff would be in different orders and stuff, is what I mean.
Well, that just doesn't make sense.
Same 5 shows, just in a different order.
Yeah, my mind changed. My opinion, stuff grows on me, stuff falls out of favor. I don't know.
George is like a fickle medieval ruler.
Yeah.
No longer pleases me. Be gone from my sight.
Yeah.
Back down to number 4 with you.
Those shoes are last week. I'm gonna have to execute you. Sorry, Bob.
Those jokes are so last year.
Jester. Off with his hand. You don't need your left hand to write jokes. Jesters notoriously were literate in that time, right?
Yeah.
Famously literate.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the question, Roby? The finale.
I thought we were moving on. Because honestly,
we
could.
One final question.
We gotta give RJ a chance to tie.
It's an hour 50.
RJ a chance to tie. RJ a chance to tie.
Lucky number 7, right?
I think we should go on to RJ's thing at this point.
No, lucky number 7.
The momentum is gone.
Lucky number 7. Number 7.
A good number.
Yeah, so we should have
RJ, go. What are we doing?
We're doing the 7th. We're doing the 7th Newlywed question.
2v1.
Are you not doing a segment this time?
No, I will. It's just I kind of want to.
No, I feel like we always give RJ the short end. Or...
Seven is a better end. Yeah, you give me the short end because
Because
I
he
never
wants the
prepare
short
anything
end.
and I don't do any work.
Yeah.
But I don't
fair.
want this to be another 2-hour and 37-minute episode.
It's
It
one more
was.
question.
His is
All
cut
right,
offable. We
fine.
can
Just
cut
ask
off it at any time.
We'd be done with it by now.
Yeah.
We
We're
would have been
elongating
done if
it.
you guys would let me move on.
On a bad number,
I
though.
don't want to end
What's
on
your
a
what's
stick.
your go-to
I hate
karaoke
the idea.
song?
Go-to karaoke song. If only we did karaoke.
Well, just what is the song you sing the best or are most comfortable singing? I guess.
If you had to pick a karaoke song, what would it be?
God, there's so many.
What do you? I don't know.
What are you best at?
Or not even. What is funniest?
Mm.
You'd sing Tequila.
No, I definitely pick one I know.
Yeah, I
You
think
know Tequila. Everyone knows Tequila.
I don't know.
I know. Tequila.
Yeah, that's the only
that's
joke.
Is that the only lyric?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
This was not as funny as I thought it would be. Okay.
I
Let's
didn't
just
know
move on.
that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Just
That's
brush it under the
the whole
rug
song.
with all the dead jokes. Just sweep it up,
Oh, I don't know what
throw in the dumpster.
I can possibly sing. I'm
I'm
a semi-decent singer, or so people have told me.
But has RJ seen you sing your signature song?
No, he mostly just sings like rap songs really poorly.
Oh.
Mike.
But would he pick that to do karaoke?
I don't think so.
I don't know. He does like rap.
Oh,
He could just pick.
I started writing a song and I totally. Oh,
we're trying to name something that isn't Eminem, but I don't know a lot of rappers.
Oh yeah, Eminem's not a rapper.
Lil Wayne. What do you mean he's not a rapper? What is he?
He's a fraud. No, just kidding.
I'm gonna choose one that you might be able to guess.
I think RJ's is Never Gonna Give You Up. It's my shot. Called shot.
Never gonna give you up.
Because everyone knows that song.
Gonna let you
And I
down.
honestly don't really know what RJ would sing, because clearly he doesn't sing much.
He's trash. Trash.
He just
I
No.
sing a lot.
No, I'm kidding.
Around y'all.
Can we?
Dude, we should do karaoke. We should do karaoke.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
I would love to do karaoke. Genuinely, I would love to do karaoke.
I don't think any of us would be like confident enough to actually do a karaoke segment though. It's like the improv thing.
Oh no,
where it's
not the. I mean, go to karaoke.
I see what you're saying.
No,
Also,
I don't think we can
I don't think
sing
we should
music.
Sing
No,
copyrighted music.
you.
I don't think we can sing music on
you-
YouTube streams.
You can if it's
Really
you
bad.
can no you can if it's a cover, like if there's no original vocals, then that's enough of a change.
what about
to be
the
fair
audio?
use. Well,
Or,
like
the
because
backing
you're
track.
changing it, you couldn't just upload the beat and be like, this beat. I mean, I'm sure people did, but that's against the law or whatever, copyright law. But like, if you're doing a cover of it, then it's enough change to be fair use. You're changing the original file enough for it to be
All right, so what?
a separate work of art or whatever.
What's the, oh my god? What's the word for duet but 3 people? Triplet?
No,
That's not.
quartet.
That's not.
Tritet. That doesn't seem right.
I think
Okay,
know.
I have my guesses.
trio or triplet.
Mine's at the top. George is at the bottom.
All right, go for it. If you're ready, go for it. George has had enough time.
Have you guessed for me, or should I just
I don't-
cover my answer?
Do it.
I
So-
guess for you.
Okay. My guess for George is Rap God.
You think he would karaoke Rap God?
That's an insane guess. That's
Are you nuts?
He's attempted to do it on stream, I think.
Not on stream. That was just
Not on
us
stream,
talking.
just on call with us.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that on stream.
I think if George
I
could
feel like
do it, we would
I
all.
feel like we could pressure George into attempting to karaoke Rap God.
But that's
Extreme,
not even what he
no
picked for
fucking
himself,
chance.
though. That's
No
the
fucking
question.
chance. What did you pick
Yeah.
for you? You didn't say your answer.
Country Roads.
Oh,
I like
good one.
that.
So I said "Mad" by Neo for me.
Okay, never even heard of it.
Never
And
heard of it.
"I
Next
Want to Be
recommendation.
Yours" by Arctic Monkeys. The reason I chose "Mad" for Neo, this is gonna be a humble brag. I don't even know if I want to tell
Are
the
you
story.
very good at it? Do you sound like the guy?
No, I just sorry, it's a humble brag, but I'm telling a story, so I don't know. Suck it. It's our podcast. I was working at Tim Hortons at like my baker position.
Yours?
Huh?
Want to be yours? I don't think I even know that Arctic Monkeys song.
That's my favorite.
I know Arctic
one,
Monkeys. I
think.
don't know that song. I don't
I
think.
think that's my favorite Arctic Monkey song. But anyway.
RJ, you like this, right?
but I was
I do like Arctic Monkeys.
when I was working as a baker at Tim Hortons, I was singing that "Mad" song by Neo, and someone offered me a job like teaching at like some sort of arts thing, like theater camp thing, like teaching kids to sing. And she like gave me her email, but I was always too scared to email her, so I never did. But I actually got offered a job singing that song. So
That's so funny to me.
yeah.
George,
Do
I
it
think you missed your
now.
calling.
Let me hear the vocals that got you a job offer.
Yeah.
But I don't
Break me off a piece. Sample size. Kit Kat fun size.
wait, was it even that song? It might have been "So Sick" by Neo. But okay, let me look up the
You
lyrics.
don't
to
even
that.
remember this momentous occasion?
I'm sorry, it was a few years
You
ago.
offered a job about it.
Dude, I'd
You put
fucking
me on the
ride that
spot.
high for the rest of my life, and you can't remember?
It was either they're from the same album. I mean,
You don't
on.
like lock compliments? Any compliments that you get in person, you don't just like put those in a vault in your brain and just visit them every time you're just like,
I don't, because I don't believe any of them.
but you remember them.
I
No.
get complimented a lot, so
Instead of a vault, RJ's is like a bulletin board with like red thread connecting them. Just trying to figure out the mystery.
Sometimes I
Why did they
remember 'em.
compliment me?
I do get complimented a lot, but it's for one thing 99.9% of the time, and it's just like strangers
His
being like,
bald head.
no, it's strangers being like, your eyes are incredible. Like the amount of waiters or like people like bank tellers and shit that have said that to me, it's like it gets exhausting after a while. It's like, yeah, I know I have these eyes. You know how many people said that to me? You're not unique.
It's so funny. It's so funny because you're like, nice. Wow, your eyes are so pretty. I'm like, thanks. I grew them myself. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? It's nothing you have control over.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Can I have my coffee?
Like,
do you want them? I'll sell them to you.
Yeah.
People have said I'm smart. I'm like 90% sure it's entirely because I wear glasses.
Well, no, like I think intelligence is yeah, I do think you're sorry, I didn't mean to say no as if you're not smart. I think we are all intelligence.
Dumbass.
I think
I don't know.
I think the
I
problem
dropped out of college twice.
Well, hey, I'm the slowest the slowest college little snail boy there ever was. So like
I don't know. I dropped out of college twice.
Well, if I wasn't from a well-off family, I would have dropped out by now for sure.
Yeah.
And I know I have that privilege, you know what I mean? But like, but yeah. So, but the thing I was gonna say,
I really got good grades. I don't know.
Yeah. But I think a lot of that is like procrastination rather than intelligence. That goes into what I was gonna say, which is like intelligence is such like a complex thing. Like people try to act like it's just one straight line spectrum, you know, dumb on one end, intelligence on the other, but it's like, you know, there's so many things that go into what we think of as intelligence, like memory and critical thinking and, you know, like reasoning, logic, analysis, and you know, it's not all the same skills, you know what I mean? And like to certain people, intelligence is retaining knowledge. To certain people, intelligence is problem solving. To some people, it's something else.
Oh.
So yeah, I think basically, short version, intelligence is complicated.
True.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I know my dad's called me strong, which is obvious bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That one, the other one, I'm like, yeah, you are smart, and smart is complex. The strong one, your dad's a moron. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can be strong in like, oh wow, you're like,
in other ways that don't matter as much.
yeah, you're like, wow,
yeah.
you're like your big
Oh,
your big
yeah,
toe
yeah.
is really strong.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like strength of character or like strength
Yeah.
of will or something.
I was like, oh, you can like open a bottle with your big toe or something.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That's kind of cool.
I got strong teeth. Like I can open a bottle with my teeth.
Ugh.
I think everyone has strong teeth. There's just people who are smart enough not to make a habit of doing that.
Idiots. Did you know 9 out of 10 dentists open bottles with their teeth?
They have other people's teeth to do that with. They don't need to use their own.
They have their
Can you
assistants
Can you
coming.
imagine a dentist like you're sitting on the chair, you're sitting on the chair waiting to get your teeth worked on. The dentist comes in, fucking puts a bottle up to your teeth and like opens it on your teeth while you're like you're laying there on the chair with your mouth open and just leaves.
Yeah, you know, because they
He's
give you
walking out the
instructions while
door.
they're doing it. There's like, all right, hold, now bite down,
Yeah.
and then just like,
All right,
that's
sweet.
it.
Thanks,
Spit
bro.
the bottle cap out.
Fist bumps you and walks out while drinking the beer.
No, he just sits there and
I don't know,
chills,
I
reads your
almost prefer
profile.
the
reads your
idea of him
clipboard.
walking totally silently, not saying a fucking word, just like jamming the bottle in your mouth, smacking the bottle so that the cap comes off, and leaving.
You'd actually just choke on the
Never
bottle cap.
says a word.
Oh.
Was that guy even a dentist? Who let him in?
Oh my god.
What a Chad.
Oh. All right. I forgot what we were even talking about.
What question
Okay.
was that? Oh, karaoke song. You were
We were
both
both
wrong.
wrong, so I won.
Wrong. I didn't even write down your answers. You're just both wrong.
Yeah, we were both wrong.
Yeah, 3-2. George leads.
I finally won something. Let's go.
Yeah, but it's not Jeopardy, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I still won. Let's
Yeah.
go. All the fanboys of George unite. We're the anti Ryobi and anti RJ gang. We all.
Why can't you just be the pro George gang? Why do you have to be
No,
anti?
we gotta be anti. It isn't enough to be pro stuff we like. We gotta tear other people down.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. All right. RJ, what do you got? I could also, if you don't want to do your thing, I could also just do the rapid fire stuff if we just want to finish up with that. But I'll leave it up to you.
I was gonna do a discussion. Recently the Powerball passed $1 billion.
It was 2 billion.
So, oh
How much,
really?
you don't actually get 2 billion though, right? How much do you actually get?
It's like
It's like less than half, right?
it's like I think
so.
2 billion is the annuity, and then plus there's still taxes on that as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
but like, so if you take the
so
lump
bullshit
sum,
that-
it's like
so
it's probably like
bullshit that
900
lottery
million.
winnings get taxed. That's so fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
I got
that's-
this shit from the government. Like, just don't say you're giving me $1 billion at the very least.
Yeah, they can easily just like minus the amount from the like the total.
But then
Yeah.
big number doesn't get as much
Yeah,
attention.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's like I would hope that most of it goes to like
No, it's
the infrastructure and like
most of it
fixing
goes
stuff in the
to
state.
senators, family members.
You
No,
know,
that's what the
you
the
know what
lottery is
happens?
probably pretty straightforward. That's
you know what
what
happens is a lot of states
bribes are
they
for.
say they say, oh, the lottery in our state funds education or funds the infrastructure, but what ends up happening is those state governments they'll pass the lottery or whatever, and then they'll get that income from the lottery, and they'll just use that income for education, But say
It's
say
not
the
the same amount of
yeah,
money
exactly.
that was already in the
Yeah,
education.
exactly. So they just match it of the last year and pay it with that lottery income. They do pay for education with that lottery income, but they just do the exact same amount they were already budgeting for it, and then that extra money just goes wherever the fuck they want it to go.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's not cool at all.
yeah. Yeah.
Super not cool.
Yeah.
But I guess not wholly unexpected.
Yeah. Government.
This is why
Basically
Ryobi should be in charge.
any like conglomeration of power usually ends up sucking eventually, or at the jump. Like corporations, governments,
Except when I'm in charge.
empires.
When I am dictator, things
Yeah.
will be better.
Yeah.
Then I'll create a government that's never bad.
That's the one and only law. No bad.
No, it's very simple. It's like don't be an asshole.
Yeah, no bad. That fits.
Yeah. Be chill. Don't be an
That's what
asshole.
the government has something like 20, like
Please.
if you include all the rules from like codes and different laws and different statutes and then common law and all these different, there's like thousands and thousands of rules. They could just all get rid of all of that and replace it with one rule, the golden rule: no bad.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Be chill.
Be
and
chill,
then the amendment
be cool.
the First Amendment is please.
Yeah. The Second Amendment is like, come on, bro. Seriously.
Second Amendment, seriously.
Come on.
Third Amendment, come on.
And as many amendments as it takes.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Fourth Amendment is just the it's like the onomatopoeia of shaking a can of pennies at somebody.
Yeah.
Fifth Amendment is
Oh, so the lottery. Someone
legislature.
What would we all do if we won the lotto?
Become a dictator.
If we had become a dictator, is that
You
is
don't
that
have enough
capital?
capital.
I fail to see
you don't have
where
enough. You
dictator
don't have enough
confusion.
capital. You need a lot more
It's not
capital.
enough.
No, it's nowhere near
Maybe
enough.
rig the lottery so I can win enough to become a dictator.
Yeah, you got to go through some
I don't
political
think that's
system, or
great
you
for
need
lottery
like
money either.
you need like $1 trillion or something to be able to buy your way to dictatorship. I feel like.
Damn it.
I guess it depends on the size of the country. I feel like you could go to like Fiji and become a dictator for like a couple 100 million, maybe.
I don't want to go to Fiji and be a dictator.
Well, you're running out of
'Cause I'd
options.
be like,
I don't know.
why would I be a
you'd have
dictator
to-
if I could
you'd
just
have to-
chill?
You'd have to battle. You'd have to duke it out with all the like corporate resorts that are already on the island.
Oh, that's true.
They could probably.
What's the
they could
tiniest
outspend you
country?
for sure.
There's got to be just
Can I
like
cut- RJ,
tiny,
sorry,
tiny country that you could just take
that,
over.
That honestly sounds like a fun idea for a video game. It's like a city builder or whatever. It's like, hey, you're now on like this resort island, and there's a bunch of like shitty corporations that are like in control, and you gotta like
Yeah, you gotta take over the
gain
island.
influence and like gain popularity and take it over
Yeah,
because they all suck,
dumb corporations.
idiots.
Immediately, just go the route of like arming the locals with AKs.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, whatever
Killing
works.
all foreigners.
yeah, that'd be the best
Just
route.
become extremely xenophobic, a tourism-based
Yeah, the tourism
nation, and
nation.
now they just become isolationist and violent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm in charge, which
And
would
RJ's
be
in
cool.
charge, and for some reason they're cool with him.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like my answer for this is too sensible, which is why I'll never win the lottery because I'm too sensible
Is it
to buy a
invest?
lottery ticket. But yeah, I mean, I would take the lump sum. I would put like 50% of it in the S&P 500, and then I would buy like, like $1 million home somewhere in a small city.
So a normal house in Massachusetts.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Property's a dream.
Ooh, yeah.
God damn it.
And then I just make podcasts. I mean, the only thing that would change is the podcast would be tri-weekly. The only
Think
thing
of-
with
Oh, think of the
Yeah,
production
$1
value we
million
get.
Oh,
home.
yeah.
I'm
Time
sure if I
George.
get $1 million home. I feel like that's too much home for me.
Nah,
it really depends on the market,
it
though.
depends where
Yeah,
you
it
are.
depends on where. Yeah, it definitely depends on where.
Yeah.
Did you mean normal ass house on northeast coastline?
Yeah. Because like I probably spend $1 million or like 750,000 for like a like a 4-bedroom or something. I don't want
Property's
anything.
freaking stupid.
I don't want anything too crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you could do? You could do okay, a slight adaptation of my plan. How much money do I need to campaign for myself to become president?
You need
Probably less than 900 million, I would hope.
No, what are you talking about? What? The
It's
midterms
not
was
a
like
billion-dollar venture.
Yes, it is. The president of the United States?
Yeah.
Like
What?
what's his face spent Michael Bloomberg spent like 4 billion of his own money and lost. He didn't even win the primary.
Yeah.
Like Trump spent like he did use like he did start using like some other money or something, but like he even spent like
a lot of politicians
tons of his own money on the
a lot
2016
of
one.
politicians use funding from donations to
Yeah, it's like
run
they got their super PACs that have hundreds of billions of dollars, just funneling billions and
Who
billions of dollars
the
into
heck
every
is
election.
donating to politicians? Where do they get this?
Everybody is like
all the time.
the amount of
Businesses?
people that donate to like AOC and Trump just like out of pocket, just like $10 is like millions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why though?
Obama, I think it had some of the highest campaign raising like ever, and it's like wasn't it like largely personal donations?
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, they keep like a lot of
Or he had the largest sum of personal donations ever.
Yeah, like a lot of like politicians are constantly breaking that record, just due to inflation, because the value of the dollar goes down. But
all right, I retract my earlier statement. I think becoming a dictator is somehow more likely than.
Yeah, like honestly, I think it'd be easier to go to some like island that has like that has like 1,000 people.
It's gonna be the U.S. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
we're starting with North America.
You would literally need like $10 trillion to even have a chance. Not $10 trillion. Taking it over, you would need trillions of dollars, and you would need like support of like China and Russia to even have a smidge of a shot.
No. It's gonna be that thing where it's like
if you attacked the U.S., NATO would get involved, and then you're basically
not attacking.
Oh, okay. Well, if you try to start a dictatorship in any way in the U.S., I'm pretty sure the world will get involved.
How much does it cost? How much does it cost to buy the American military?
Probably it can't be more than like $10 million. I would imagine it can't be more than that. Like, what are they even doing anymore? Like, they're just kind of sitting around. They're probably just looking for something to do. And I'm like, hey, want to like?
Well, they're like
impose me as an unrightful or wrongful is probably the correct word. You would have just very illegal ruler.
Well, I'm pretty sure they.
No, I would try. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That happened a lot back in the ancient world.
I would try.
That the military would just go like, "I feel like ruling now."
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to that? Let's bring that back.
That's not.
But I don't trust the military unless I'm in charge. So there you go.
So all you got to do is become in charge of the military. Yeah. Well, the president is the commander in chief.
Yeah,
this is the problem.
It's a freaking Ouroboros situation.
And also, there's a large enough command structure that like you'd also have to.
We're definitely on some sort of list now, I think.
You'd also have to win the military's loyalty. Like, you couldn't just like become dictator by becoming president and like martial law.
I really just need people to not stop
with
me.
The elections that just happened and how political a person I am, it is so hard to try.
George, would you vote for me? Because honestly, it's not even a question because I'm not having a vote.
Yeah, I wouldn't vote for anyone I know because I wouldn't trust myself to be objective.
George, I trust you probably more than other people to call me out on my bullshit. So
yeah, I guess maybe that's true.
Part of my cabinet.
Yeah. If you make me part of your cabinet, I'll vote for you. So you have to bribe me first.
Oh, I already said there will be no vote.
Oh yeah, there's no vote.
I need to make that very clear.
Well, even Putin has votes. I mean, they don't mean anything, but he has votes.
Yeah, that's why I'm transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm currently in need of a home. So yeah, first thing I'm doing with lottery money is buying a fine enough home.
Yeah.
In Italy.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want to live anywhere that speaks a foreign language.
You think Italian is a foreign language?
So Italy.
English is a
'cause
foreign
everyone
language.
speaks English.
Italian is the native language of the
So
world.
many people speak English in Europe. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I understand that so many people do speak English.
Yeah, my
but there will
sister.
still be people who don't, and I hate those.
and that's a like there is a lot. There's much more.
Did you
people,
say you hate
like,
those people who don't speak English?
Yeah, as a joke.
There are much
But,
more
like,
people in.
It would just be like it would just make that like it would just make it more difficult for me to like get around and like.
There are much more people in European countries that don't speak English than we realize, because that's such a like well-known fact that more Europeans will speak English because there are so many different languages so close together in Europe that they kind of have to. But there are still like people that don't speak English or don't speak it very well in those countries. Like my sister she's sort of like she works remotely, so she's sort of just exploring the world right now, and she was recently in France. And she kind of learned that lesson hard. Like she went into like she stayed in a, because she's budgeting it, so she stayed in a cheaper part of France that wasn't as touristy, and like most of the people like spoke a little bit of English, but like it wasn't just like everyone speaking both. You can just guarantee that type of a thing.
Also, I wouldn't want to live anywhere I would have to take a plane flight to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, that's also true. So, like, just staying on the continental U.S. seems smart, or at least on North America.
Wait, hold on. Have to take a plane flight, or should take a plane flight? Because driving to Michigan fucking sucks.
Like, we drove to Boston, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's fucking miserable.
Driving. I much prefer driving to flying. Personally, absolutely
not.
Yeah, like it's so.
I don't like either.
Like I would rather fly just due to like time difference.
It really depends. Like everyone has a cutoff, obviously, because neither of you would fly 30 minutes away. So it's like everyone has a cutoff. It's just everyone's is different. And mine is like if it's an 8-hour drive, I'd rather drive. If it's a 12-hour drive, I'd rather drive. If it's
100%, it matters. Do you need a car when you're at your destination? Is really what it comes down to for me.
No, I even prefer, even if I'm like going. If I was I would rather go like drive to New York, park my car somewhere, and take a train into New York than fly into New York. I just hate flying. I hate flying.
Why would you go to New York? Gross.
That's weird to me.
I just
I like flying.
That's always my least favorite part of a vacation is the flying.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, it's a chore. Absolutely, it sucks.
Well, yeah, I guess that goes without saying. But it's
the
like
least favorite part of the trip. Like the trip to Boston
driving,
was the part where we drove there.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like driving isn't necessarily my least favorite part of a vacation, and sometimes it can be the best part of a vacation. But flying has never once been the best part of any of my vacations.
Yeah, that's fair.
Travel sucks.
Yeah, travel does suck. It's just the lines. It's the lines in the airport, especially if you're going internationally and you have to go through fucking customs. Like, oh my god! And when there's any sort of issues and like a backlog, those lines can go from like 30 minutes to like 2 hours. It's fucking torture when it does happen.
It really adds up when it's for me. It's really now that I'm like an adult and it's like I have to take an entire day off work, like that just eats into my time off.
Yeah, that's true.
Travel just to get to where I'm trying to go. That fills me with rage.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
What am I doing?
How far away I'm not even sure if I would even move out of state if I won the lottery.
I don't think I would.
Like it's not like that I like the state to like that much. It's just
where else are you gonna be?
Like everyone I know is here.
Yeah, I actually chose the state that me and RJ both live in because like, my parents moved around all the time, and
it's definitely not the worst state.
After high school, I
state tier list.
I was living in California.
What's in Ohio?
I was living in California for high school, and I I like obviously it's LA, it's West LA. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I like literally people who I worked at as a barista with in LA. Like they lived 8 people in a studio apartment. It's like I'm not gonna fucking do that. And fuck that. So I'm like I had to move somewhere, and like a large part of the reason that I chose Michigan was because like me and RJ like we're discussing it, like living together while we were both going to community college. And so that was a big reason that I picked here, but it was regardless of RJ. Well, not including RJ because he's one of my closest friends, but like regardless, even if RJ was out of the picture or whatever, I had to take him out because he was a spy for the commies or something. Yeah. That like Michigan would still be my favorite state that I've lived in.
Yeah.
Out of like the 4.
Michigan is the only state I've ever lived in, so that's my favorite state I've ever lived in.
Yeah. And I've lived in Ohio, and yeah, Ohio fucking sucks. God, Ohio's ass.
Now I've only been to Cleveland, and that was
that's the
pretty
worst.
recently.
Yeah,
Cleveland sucks so much. I've been there too.
And I was in the nice part of Cleveland. I kind of
nice part of Cleveland.
Somewhere
You like
somewhere there
Cleveland?
is.
Jesus,
I mean, there's a nice part
talking
of
about
Detroit, so I
we're
mean,
talking about the
I
same
guess
Cleveland,
there's
right?
probably a
Cleveland
nice
is
part of
worse than
Cleveland.
Detroit. Don't even come out with that.
Apparently, we were also there during like the one time where it's like nice weather too.
Oh, that helps. That helps. Toledo also sucks.
If
Another
I did
northern
leave
Ohio
state,
town.
I would go a little further south because I just like I'm so fucking cold sensitive.
Oh yeah,
if I left, I would go further north.
We can't rehash this.
So I would go to Canada.
Further north, I feel up to. Oh yeah,
go to Canada. Where's my boy Trudeau at? Let's go.
Okay, sorry. Let's summarize. I'd become a dictator if it was cost effective.
Yeah.
Or maybe I would just pretend.
Uh,
I would invest and live in a house.
Yeah.
Or
I think I'd also get I'd also get at least.
I'd have like not just a house. It'd be a farm. I'd live on a big farm with like 10 goats.
Do you like animals that much?
I wouldn't want to live on a farm.
I would.
Farms are work.
I would want to live.
Not just goats.
I like
you
riding.
Just feed goats.
I like riding.
I guess milk.
I like riding my bike, so I'd like to live somewhere close-ish to like a downtown or something like.
I hate riding bikes downtown.
Where I can ride my bike to.
That's the
when you think of downtown, that's not what RJ's thinking of. He's thinking of a much smaller town than you're thinking of, I think.
No, we live around the same.
I know. I'm saying.
Are you talking about like downtown Ann Arbor or like downtown Ypsi and Monroe?
Like Monroe, more like.
Okay. I was thinking more like Ypsi, but I mean, Ypsi and Monroe are pretty close in size.
Destinations.
I prefer biking places that don't have destinations. I prefer because then you bike somewhere and you have a bike, so you have to worry about hooking it up and like not losing it, and like it's hard to carry stuff on a bike. So I prefer bike rides that are. I mean, I don't bike much. I want to get back into it, but like I prefer bike rides that are just like basically biking a hiking trail and then coming back to my house.
Well, I like doing both. It's just like getting anything done while biking is nice. Like I'd like to go bike and go out to eat and bike there or something.
Yeah, that sounds horrible to me.
That's nice.
It sounds unpleasant. I'd be sweaty. Like it's the sweat thing though. It's like I sweat so much more than you.
You can bike and not like kill yourself.
It doesn't matter if I'm walking, I sweat like the amount that a regular man does while running. Like it's like I sweat.
Bring a spare shirt when you throw it on when you get there.
Well, I don't want to change at a restaurant. This is all why it sounds unpleasant.
Or outside the restaurant.
Yeah, or outside the restaurant. I don't want to change in or outside of a restaurant. This all sounds unpleasant to me.
You set it up.
I'd rather just drive there. I'll drive or walk to a restaurant.
And then you change your shirt in your car.
Like in LA, we would like walk, a mile or two to like go to a restaurant. That was nice. Like I like walking to restaurants and being able to walk to destinations. That was the one thing I did like about LA.
Yeah, walking
Yeah.
and biking.
But,
I'd like to
like-
walk and bike to places.
But like the trade-off of like the niceness of like being able to walk to places of urban living, for me personally, is nowhere near outweighed by the inconvenience of like how crowded and expensive urban living is.
Being near other people.
Yeah, costs
Like,
go way
if-
up,
if
and
you won-
and just
if
like
you won the
annoyances go way
lottery-
up.
If you won the lottery, like the cost difference wouldn't be that huge, and I mean, you're still paying
This
the
is
cost.
this
You're still
is
paying
this
for
is
the
why
cost
people go
difference
broke after the
of-
lottery. They think prices don't matter, cost of living doesn't matter, and all this nonsense. I will
Says the guy
still
who's buying $1 million home.
$1 million home is not that much, and
Out of
real estate-
900 million, he could buy 900 of those.
I
That's
think
nothing.
the cost of I think the cost of
and
living
real estate is an
is
appreciating
smaller
asset.
than the cost of living is smaller than property taxes on $1 million.
It depends on like the amount of property taxes that you're paying on a $1 million rural home is going to be so much less than the property taxes on a $1 million home in a city center. You pay the exact same amount for the two homes, but you're paying a fraction of the taxes on the rural home.
You're also paying a lot more in gas, like
in the city. Yeah, exactly.
No, not in the city.
Yes, what city is it?
You can walk and bike to places and not pay gas, or drive like.
Yeah, but your mileage per gallon goes way down long, goes way further down
instead of being like 30 minutes from the nearest place to buy anything.
Like when we lived in the city, like obviously it was LA, but I mean the gas prices were insane compared to every other place we've lived not in a city. Like, and it's
but you have to drive so much farther.
No, we drove.
LA is
more in LA.
Like, place.
Yeah, LA is uniquely terrible.
Yeah, like you had to get on freeways to go to most places, even though it's a sprawling urban place.
Yeah, I wouldn't live anywhere where I wouldn't live.
Like
I wouldn't live anywhere urban that I also couldn't enjoy the fact that it's urban.
If you're living in an urban place, like if you're living urban enough where it doesn't have that problem, and you in the US, that because of our public like transport system and all this, like if you're living in a place that you can walk everywhere, then you're living in a place that costs, every single thing that you pay for costs 4 or 5x what it would in somewhere rural, like living on a farm.
I think so. You could walk. There's probably.
I'm exaggerating, but
lots
like
of places in like Dundee, and I don't like.
Hey, should we end the show?
Oh yeah, we definitely should. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be counter examples and like but yeah. Let's end the show because we're getting running.
I don't even know
long.
why we bother prepping segments. We can just talk about this shit.
Well, I mean, this was a segment. Well, it came off of a segment. But yeah.
No, but this is literally like based on one question. Like one of this is that I'm pretty sure that was actually one of the Newlywed questions. Is what would your partner do if they won the lottery? Like.
Yeah.
Will spiral.
Well, now we're starting a whole nother conversation where we're supposed to be ending it, but it's like I think it's like the segments are definitely vary in the how structured they are, but I just think that's fine. But like adds to
bad.
That adds to the variety of the show. Yeah, I do agree that the overly structured segments are the worst.
Down with the system. Install Ryobi as dictator. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to just become like mayor of a town. Yeah. But it's going to be a town I build with my own rules.
Oh yeah. With the small fortune, you could build your own town for sure.
Yeah.
I'd build it. I'd build it with.
Start small.
I'm
a small dictator.
Small dictator. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah, I'm gonna build it out of Pike Creek.
I'm gonna win the lottery and build a walkable city in America. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, walkable cities. Okay, we can't get into this. End the show.
They exist a lot less than they do in Europe. I think we could all agree.
The most most walkable cities in America are less walkable than the least walkable cities in like the Netherlands.
Well, yeah, that's not only scale is not comparable. Okay.
Not only is like the walkable ones, like the most walkable cities in the US are their counterparts are more walkable in Europe. Those counterparts are also more drivable than New York is. They're more
Yeah.
workable and more drivable, I would
I
guess.
want to get
Yeah.
off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Because having like other ways to get about other than
Helps
driving
car traffic. It helps car traffic.
car traffic.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
does so much more than adding another fucking lane to your stupid fucking highway.
Yeah, it's why LA sucks, because they have like these fucking 12-lane highways and massive things, and all their public transport is dog shit.
Yeah, LA is a city that's like 80% roads,
But
and it's horrible to drive in.
He's
Yeah.
gonna keep talking
All
for
right.
like another 20 minutes after the show stops.
Yeah.
All right. At 2 hours and 30 minutes on the dot. Thanks for tuning in, April.
Oh, only 7 minutes
I bet
less
she's off
than
by
last
now.
week. God damn.
Hey, we're
night.
shortening them at least. We're shortening them up.
Yeah,
All right.
You're welcome, viewers. I'm saving you.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Remember to support public transportation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope. And bike
Everyone
places.
vote.
And also,
It's not
don't
too
be an
late to
asshole.
vote. It's not too late to vote. Everyone vote.
Support
I mean,
public
it
transportation.
might be too
and
late to vote in some
sidewalks.
places.
I don't know why.
No.
I don't know why so many American cities think